Oh, that Roman.
That Roman cancel.
That burst recovery though. That burst recovery.
Yo, next milk cup BB tag.
Oh, next cup BB tag. I said poverty games, not dead games.
Poverty game.
For the husbandos, do it. Ooh, Mika! Mika taking the game.
People that say amnesia is a bad VM.
Mika taking the game. This is. Where are we at? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this 1-1 or is this 2-1?
Very
Yes,
good
1-1.
Ditspire.
1-1
Very
right
good
now.
Ditspire.
1-1. Very good showing. Very good showing from Mika May. Here we go, husbando lovers. Give Mika your power. Give Mika your support.
For Ike! Viral!
Here we go. Let's go. Round 3 in. Serious. Pico is. He is pissed. He is mad, and he is going for the kill. Ooh!
Did he taunt again?
Oh, and that is game. Holy.
Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light.
As you can see, one is a slow poke and the other is slippy. As you can see, one is a slow poke and the other is slippy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Someone-
shots are being
someone played a fighting
fired.
game before.
Shots are
There's,
being
there's
fired.
so much salt for me. Don't even mind me. Don't even.
we are salty not with the players, but with the developers of the game,
Developers.
making us pay $6 to be able to participate.
Is it not $6? I thought the characters were $6 each.
We'll sit here. We'll sit in the game. There we go. Okay, Yoki still looking clean with 0 damage, but never mind. He's been damaged.
Oh. He's been scarred.
He's been scarred. He is not looking clean anymore.
Shit.
Oh,
no.
He
nice.
swaps back to the fast character.
Oh, will Pico recover? Will Pico recover?
Oh!
Oh my god!
Pico
Oh
tried
my
to be
god! I am
cheeky,
at the
run
edge
off
of my
the
seat,
edge.
ladies
Oh.
and gentlemen. Oh! And Vincent takes it. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, $6 waifu wins the game. Vincent, very well done. Your Milk Cup champion.
Played
is
competitively.
Tofu,
I was at my
aka
best when I was like in college with rooming with a competitive melee
Oh,
player.
did you see that?
Ooh.
Oh,
So that was
moment.
fun. They're like one of the top
That
2
burst
Pikachus in
recovery,
Oregon
though. That burst
for whatever that's
recovery.
worth.
Oh, that's
So,
crazy.
So like
man.
I learned the
Speaking
basics
of
of like how to be
Oh,
good,
next cup BB tag.
but I never put in the
I
time
said
to
poverty games,
get
not dead games.
good. Played Yoshi in Melee, and when they switched the physics, nowadays I like
Mika!
Pokemon Trainer,
Mika
specifically
taking
the
the
heavies,
People
and
that say
King
amnesia
DDD.
is a bad
Oh,
VM.
Mika
you're gonna love
taking the
this because
game.
I know a King DDD
Wow.
man that's joining the tournament. It's gonna be great.
Correct me if I'm wrong,
Nice.
is
I
this
know
1-1?
there's
Or is this
I
2-1
am
right
not
now?
making full use of DDD's
1-1
kit,
right now.
and I
Very
hor-
good showing. Very good showing from Mika May. Here we go, husbando lovers. Give Mika your power. Give Mika your support.
For Ike! Viral!
Here we go. Let's go. Round 3 in. Serious. Pico is. He is pissed. He is mad, and he is going for the. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Smash. Our second Smash tourney here on the Slam. My name is Limit, and we're gonna have a good time today. We're gonna finalize the bracket right now. Right, I'm gonna open the magical bracket. Unfortunately, if you're not here during final check-ins, you're gonna have to be disqualified. Just to respect everybody's time, of course. We're 1 minute away from 6 o'clock, which is the time to press the big orange button for finalizing our tourney. But here we go. Just give me 1 second here. Let's pull this up. Let's pull that up. Okay, there we go. Why is it not capturing the bracket? There we go. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So final managing for the check-ins. We have Mika May coming in hot. We have Pain and Failure. We have Dev Phoenix. We have Dink 2. We have Grub Grub. We have Netscaper. And finally, we have Pandemic. These are your participants for the Smash 2. Including me. I'm part of this. I'm also part of the bracket. But with that being said, it is officially 6 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. And I will, unfortunately, close off those who have not signed in. So I'm sorry, Kazomnus. I'm sorry, Strive Knight. Chunkster. Oh, this is Josh. Josh is here. I'm gonna check him in. We'll check Josh in. Okay, and then Black Ace. All right, here we go. Your final 9, actually. Final 9 participants. Give it all the good old shuffle of doodles. There we go. And let's get this show on the road. Processing check-in results. And we are starting the Smash number 2. But with me today, I am not doing this alone. With me today, I have our amazing, amazing friends. We have Helga Smash. Helga Smash, kindly introduce yourselves to the folks watching at this time.
Hello, I'm Helga Smash, longtime Smash enthusiast, more of a casual at this point, but I'm here to do provide some commentary and make things a little bit more interesting for y'all.
Awesome. And another good friend of the channel, Dev Phoenix. Say hi to the folks watching.
Hello, good afternoon, good morning. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Smash 2. Very excited. Dev Phoenix here, your resident Greninja and Terry main, participating in the tournament and providing some match commentary. Looking forward to it tonight, guys.
All right. So all of the folks that are supposed to be here are already checked in. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have as hefty of a participant count this time, but it's still a good amount, and I feel like we can get to know each other better with this bracket. So with that being said, I have shuffled the brackets, and first on the dock would be Mika May and Pandemic. I will give the room details in our Discord here to Mika May and Pandemic. Mika May and Pandemic, kindly head on to the main stage. Just give me 1 second here. Let me pull it up. By the way, just so you guys know, Mika May is a long-time participant here in our Smash journeys, all the way back, the first one, the Milk Cup. So Mika May is a fan favorite, participating in Milk Cup 1, Milk Cup 2, even the first The Smash. So Mika May, a very long-time good friend of ours, participating here in this tournament. And she is up against a very strong opponent with Pandemic 17, who reached out to us through Reddit, I believe. I posted the Discord, the tournament over at Reddit, and there were people who were interested, and they said yes, they are willing to come and slam.
That is super exciting. Welcome, friend. If this is your first tournament, I salute you for being so brave as to join us. I am very much so looking forward to commentating all of these fun games.
Okay, well, let's ping them here. If I do this once, we will have something to copy paste towards. So it'll be, there we go. Here we go on the dock. Let's go. Mika May and the Pandemic, please head on to the main stage. Your names are being called. The call of the stage is calling out to you.
The ID and the password to the tourney are both in Discord.
I decided not to put it on stream because, as we've had before in the past, there are some folks who want to come slam with us without the official invitation. So I have opted not to put it on stream.
No party crashers in the house tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
No party crashers indeed in the house tonight. Yes, it is best of 3, Mika. So we're deviating from the Smash and the old Milk Cup format because it's too long. So this is best of 3. Once again, let me go through the rules, ladies and gentlemen. A quick rundown of the rules for the Smash. We are running 3 stock, 5 minutes, battlefield stages only, no items. During bracket, best of 3 wins, losers finals, winner finals, and grand finals are best of 5. This is how our situation is gonna go up. I'm spicing it up today. Yes, battlefield only, Dink. Also, Dr. DJ, welcome. Oh, sorry, Dr. J172, welcome. Netscaper, welcome to the slam. Netscaper is also part of our bracket. He is also a participant here. All right, here we go. There's off to battle, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, it's going to be a spicy one. Helga, do you want to commentate this one with Limit?
Sure. Looks like we've got Jigglypuff and Corrin. I believe Jigglypuff, close range fighter, looking to land that rest with the juggles in the air. Corrin trying to keep the distance with the Spear Lance, looks like. Limit, what do you think?
What's the advantages between Jigglypuff versus Corrin here? Is Jigglypuff more of a rushdown type of character? Because I feel like a lot of the sword types, they do lean in more of the mid-range kind of situation. Although they don't have the typical mid-range projectiles. They do have really good buttons when it comes to ranges, and I feel like Jigglypuff's stubby, appendages call out to a more in-fight kind of situation.
Yes, those stubby appendages do make it hard for Jigglypuff to get in. Corrin, being a Fire Emblem character, does want to play at that safe distance, not too long, not quite a keep away. Whereas Jigglypuff is looking to get in with the superior aerials. Lots of fast, very quick, short, attack frames, and looking to land them in series. Ultimately, getting that percentage up rather high, and sometimes finishing with a rest if Corrin is not careful.
We have 113% damage on Mikame right now. 3 stock, 84 on Pandemic here.
And there we have it, classic Jigglypuff Gib.
Also, just so everybody knows, this is not a classic Mikame pick. Her playing Corrin is a first here in these tourneys. Basically, the Smash is the spiritual successor to the Milk Cup, but essentially this is our 4th running of this tournament, and this is the first time that Mikame has chosen to play a character other than Zelda. Yes, Zelda. Mick4May is a Zelda fighter, and we have Super, also one of the Zelda stan from the last tourney. Unfortunately, she can't come in today, but she is supporting out here in chat. Hello, Super. Welcome. But right now, both are down to 2 stocks. If you were a betting man, Helga Smash, who do you think will win here, presenting their current actions or current aggression right now? Who has the advantage here?
Well, I will say briefly, going from Zelda to Jigglypuff, I don't think there's a whole lot that transfers, so it's going to be interesting. I don't know much of Mika's history. But looking at the stocks, I think Mika. Oh wait, hold up.
Corrin was
Corrin on Zelda. Interesting. Okay, they do have similar threat range. I think Corrin's getting a little bit of the tempo down. I'd say it's still a bit 50-50. Things aren't looking good since Jigglypuff is on a stock, but that could change very quickly. Corrin is landing very solid hits. As long as they can stay on the stage and not try and play off the stage, where Jigglypuff can very easily hit them out of the air and make them unable to recover, I think Corrin has this.
Ooh, but both are now one stock each in this match number 1. Very strong showing for Mikame, despite the fact that this is something, it's like a pocket pick basically. Coming from the stands, another one of our participants, Pain and Failure, saying Jigs likes to stay just out of your range and float from the air. If you rush down with her, you die. Oh, so she is not or Jigglypuff is not a rush down character. It's more of a weird weaving in and out kind of like hit and run playstyle. I would assume is the best way to term this. Shuper coming in from the stand saying I'd rather be watching the participating day. Ooh, Shuper taking in the chill approach. Very nice, very nice. We appreciate you coming over. We love you having here on the stream. Sounds like both
racking up the damage.
Audio are both on.
Just feeling each other out right now, trying to get a solid connection. A lot of dodging, nothing quite landing, but there it is. That is Jigglypuff's one weakness.
Nice.
Very easy to knock him out of the game at low percentages.
We are one game up. Mikame versus Pandemic. Mikame up for match point into moving forward with winners bracket, and Pandemic in danger of getting knocked down into losers. Just a quick feedback from chat. Are we having issues with the audio? Are we good on audio, ladies and gentlemen? We're good on audio? Alright. Because we did get some feedback that there is some overlap happening, but if we're good, we're awesome. Thank you so much. It sounded like the capture card and the desktop audio were on, but is it good now? Are we good? Alright, and we're back in. By the way, we have this change character rule. You may only change your characters upon losing a match. So at that time, if Pandemic wished to change their character, they were allowed to. But Mick4May had to stay on a Corrin. But we are now in match number 2 between Mick4May versus Pandemic. Corrin on Jigglypuff. Let's go. 20% damage on Jigglypuff. 12% damage on Mikame. They are playing footsies, ladies and gentlemen. Playing the range game. Jigglypuff managing to get into Corrin's effective range.
Sorry to interject. Are we only allowing Battlefield only? Because this is technically Final Destination.
Battlefield only, yes.
So we would have to. We ask the participants to SD, jump off the stage, and restart the match.
Okay. Yes, I believe. Yes, this is. We should follow the game format. Mick4May and Pandemic kindly reset, please. Kindly reset. Unfortunately, it is within our rulebook to follow Battlefield stages only. The platforms are indeed needed for us to pursue here. So this is not counted. This battle. Thank you for pointing that out, Helga.
Thank you, chat, for reminding us.
Thank you so much. Yes, we are not a society without rules, and one of the rules is to play in Battlefield stages only. So before we start,
Mick4May, thanks for keeping it spicy.
Before we start, let's make sure our stages are in Battlefield only. And also, Mika, you cannot change to Zelda at this time. If you're changing characters, please do not. You have to stay in Corrin. But change your Battlefield stage, please.
Their icons are independent of the fighter that they're choosing.
Oh.
That's why you'll see my icon be King DDD, my favorite fighter, when I'm sometimes playing Charizard.
Oh. Alright, here we go. The official match number 2 between Mick for May and Pandemic. I think they swapped over on opposite sides, so we're gonna swap that over too. Here we go.
Really going to come down to how quickly Jigglypuff can understand Corrin's spacing. Oh, landing some solid side Bs. Pound it, Jigglypuff. Alright, just trying to land these aerials. Beginning the Jigglypuff juggle. Corrin not quite at a high enough damage percentage to continue that. One cool fact about Jigglypuff, most players know this, but side B can actually extend your air time on both for recovering and continuing the juggle. Corrin, though, with their side lance that punctures the stage, allows for some manipulation of the air time and allow them to mix up the Jigglypuff a little bit. However, Corrin's recoveries when offstage are a little bit predictable, and Jigglypuff can take advantage of that. Going for the rest, but failed. High risk, high reward. Jigglypuff lightly punished, but ultimately Corrin takes the fall.
Ooh.
Oof. Jigglypuff.
105 damage on Jigglypuff right now. Still looking
Any
very
solid hit.
strong. though.
Any solid hit will knock Jigglypuff out. There we go. Nice reset. Jigglypuff making use of the invisibility frames. Only some forward airs, nairs, down air. Solid damage. Haven't seen a whole lot of lullaby into rest, opting more for the solid aerials from Jigglypuff. Corrin playing it safe. Just feeling each other out, nothing quite happening here. Limit, what would you say?
Oh,
Who are you favoring in this fight?
Well, while I would like to say that Mikame should get this just because of the very strong showing, I do want to see a Pandemic take another match because I want to see a match number 3 for these guys. I want to see them take it over to the limit. And I think Jigglypuff is adapting at this time, clearly as evidenced by being ahead by 2 stocks, and Mikame now at risk of losing this match with 1 stock left.
I see that. The download is slow. It may be dial-up, but it is downloading.
Oh, yes, it is. The SSD is finally installed, and now it is working.
Corrin making use of their projectile. Oof, Jigglypuff's small hitbox allowing the dodge lance, and there we have it.
That is game for Pandemic. We are up 1-1. We have a match. They're taking it over to the edge. Very well played, Pandemic. At this time, though, Mikame is allowed to change her characters. Maybe she will opt to move on to her tried and tested Zelda. She is allowed to, if she so chooses. But let's see what Mikame. Oh, she is switching characters. I believe there is a swap happening right now. We will see the legendary Mikame Zelda, I believe.
And we do see the Zelda. Now Zelda does have some good knockback on their aerials and their projectiles. However, the slow startup will give plenty of opportunity for Jigglypuff to get in if they can.
Alright, tried and tested. Mika Maze Zelda starting off with a very strong projectile attack there with the Knight showing zoner superiority here. But Pandemic is not to be snuffed at. He is going in, he's going in strong. He is touching Zelda at the places Zelda doesn't want to be touched. Not that way. Zelda wants to run away and run away from this
This
pink
just
ball.
in. This appears to be an illegal stage, though it is similar to a Battlefield variant. It is not.
This is not a...
If
Okay.
you note the curvature of the base platform, it is not completely flat.
Okay, so can we get a reset, ladies and gentlemen, then?
We'll need the players to SD.
We need to
please.
SD, please. We need to SD. We need rules. We need to follow them rules.
We
Society will not function
Society.
without the rules.
We live in a society of limit. May I offer you some words of wisdom, some
Yes, sir.
suggestions?
Yes, sir.
All right. So whenever we hop back into the arena screen here, we can go into our settings and change what stage we can have our users select here. So our participants.
And I have full control over that because I believe I've set it up in that way, and I'm not sure why
You may
it's
want to cut away from the screen when you go to input passwords if you go this method.
Oh, so I have to remake the room then.
Yes.
Okay, so
basically.
one moment. We are just fixing the situation real quick, ladies and gentlemen. For this time, please listen to the smooth sounds of Kazuma Kiryu. I'm gonna remake the room, guys. Right?
Yes, remake. Go ahead and remake the room. And make sure to cut away from the Smash stream while you're doing that.
Yeah,
As in,
it's
because you're still.
Go down to your rules section.
you see it? You guys see it? Right?
I'm sorry. Go to more settings. Stage. Change it to stage. Up there, top. Random battlefield.
That's it.
Perfect.
Alright.
Yeah, as much as we love to trust our fighters, we do want to keep this journey
This is
Thank
why-
you everyone for your understanding and patience as we hash out this small technical detail. We'll be back online shortly with the conclusion to this amazing first game of the set.
口下手でほんまに不器用
What happened?
なのにどうしてさよならは
There we go. Okay. We will post the new arena name.
ダメだねダメよダメな
That
の
says
よ
karaoke tourney when.
あんたが
Karaoke tourney.
好きで過ぎ過ぎて
One day.
Someday soon.
どれだけ
Okay, let me ping Mick for me here once more. And Pandemic.
So, Dev, do you have any quick thoughts on the matchup thus far, going into the final best of 3?
I think that the switch to Zelda is going to be a very tricky maneuver for the Jigglypuff player Pandemic to face off against, because with Corrin they're full of swords, want to be up in your face, really trying to get really close to Jigglypuff. But with Zelda, can't command space on a battlefield like stage, can definitely have a lot of room to set up their traps, get themselves into a proper situation. So I anticipate a different flow of game this time around.
I agree, and I think we'll see that definitely come to shape in the second and the final stock of the match. It really just comes down to how quickly Jiggly can adapt to the different playstyle.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Limit, Helga, off to you.
Oh, thank you, Phoenix. Now we are at match number 3 here in round 1 in the Smash. Second, the Smash. Here we go. Jigglypuff getting in Zelda's face real quick. The hit and run style working really well for them. Zelda's trying to get away, get her zone in, get the ideal optimal distance for her to shoot out those projectiles, but Jigglypuff is not letting her.
Limit, are we streaming the footage?
We should be. We are.
Cool, okay, just making sure. I am on chat only, so that may explain my inexperience with Twitch. Anyway, back to the match.
But thank you for putting my attention to the stream actually, because the overlay for the tourney disappeared.
We'll say that
Oh, there
Zelda
you go. It is
is
back now. It is
commanding
back.
the space. Unfortunately, Jigglypuff has outed them off the stage, but we are seeing that distance zoning that Zelda is known for. Jiggly with very fast air time and very quick aerials, taking advantage of that. Let's see if Mika can adapt. Getting a cheeky Charge Knight in there.
The cheekiest of the Charge Knights. Let's go. Jigglypuff, aka Pandemic, up 3 stock, 7-8 damage. Mika May down to 2, 32 damage. Jigglypuff really getting in her face right now, and Mika really struggling to get away, get her zoning distance. She has a Knight set up, swing and a miss. Jigglypuff is up on a platform. This is why we needed to follow the rules, ladies and gentlemen, because it is not a Smash game without the platforms. It's very important.
I think one solid lightning kick or up air from Zelda will be lights out for Jigglypuff for this stock. However, Pandemic is not really giving the opportunity. Mika continuing to opt for the Charge Knight. Pandemic not allowing it, going over.
Very strong. Was that normal attack? That sparkly thing coming out from Zelda's hands?
That is Zelda's special B. I believe it's
Special
Din's
B.
Fire.
Oh,
B is
Din's
sideways
Fire.
B.
Beautiful.
Din's Fire, I believe.
And
I'm a little
that
rusty on the
hit,
Zelda.
that hit pushed off Pandemic off the stage, taking down 1 stock, down 2 stocks now. But Mika May in a precarious situation here. 105% damage on her with 2 stocks left. Commanding a lead from Pandemic here. I think he read the manual on Zelda and he studied up overnight, and that is 2 stocks up
That
for
dash
Pandemic.
from the Puff.
Oh, Knight coming out, swinging hard. Oh, here we go. Ooh.
Looking for Zelda to get out of Jigglypuff's rhythm, but the onslaught is relentless.
Jigglypuff just really wants to be your friend, to be honest. That is, if you guys watching the anime, all she wants to be is be friends with Pikachu and the gang. But then when she sings, when she makes them listen to her songs, they go to sleep, so she gets pissed off and draws nasty stuff on their face. Same thing here. Jigglypuff just wants to get in close. She just wants to be friends, but Zelda is not letting her. Zelda has personal space issues. Not really an issue. Everybody, respect everybody's personal space. And she does not want you to be close, and which is understandable. I can relate to that. Everybody can relate to that. So Jigglypuff, maybe keep a bit of distance and allow Mika to shoot you from afar with her zoning activities.
I don't know, Limit. I think Jigglypuff really wants to leave their mark, especially with the marker. And so it's just not listening to the music. Smash attack lands solid.
Oh, but is this from? Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, and
There we have it. Dash attack.
Very well played. Dash attack landing coming from Pandemic, moving up the winners bracket. Mika May unfortunately has to drop down to losers. We will update the scores here and now. So with that being said, but very strong showing for Mika May using Corrin as an opener. But Pandemic, stay in the room, please, because you are up against Dink 2 coming up on the stage. Dink 2, Pandemic, match number 2 in our winners bracket. So we'll clear out winners first, so that we can have losers round 1 and losers round 2 filled up, and then we will jump over there for round number 3. Let's go back to our lovely folks in the audience. Predictions are up. Please vote. Get those smeaky smackaroonies of limit coins, or whatever I call them. I forgot what they're called. Channel points. I didn't name them anything. You can't stuff the puff coming from Grub Grub. End it with a rest. Come on, Zelda, coming from Melissums. Sing to rest. I go against whoever wins. Rip, I think Dink has is scared of the competition. Not really scared, a bit intimidated, but don't be scared. This is all for fun. This is all for funsies. We're all here to have an amazing time. But I will update the names here right now.
I couldn't agree more with you, Limit, and just to let you guys know, I was actually warming up with Dink before this. You know, they have a mean cast of characters that they play. They're not just a one-trick pony like me, myself, and I over here. So I anticipate a variety of characters to possibly show up in this coming game. Raymond, of course, showing that they have a impeccable Jigglypuff. So it's just a matter of what does Dink think is the answer to the Puff?
The answer to the Puff. Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs. In the AM, it is the flavor I savor. But right now, we have a character change. We have Pandemic opening up with Samus, and we have Dink running in with the Kong. Here we go. Match number 1.
I definitely think that Dink was anticipating a Jigglypuff play here to start off with. Oh my goodness, what a commanding beginning. Dink, I got hit by plenty of those during our warm-ups, and he seems that he remembers the formula for this.
Did anybody tell Dink to calm down? Because he needs some chamomile tea. This man needs to calm down a hot second. I wasn't even done sipping the cool crisp taste of my Diet Pepsi, and he already took
not sponsored.
And he already took a goddamn stock from Pandemic. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, we have a match. Dink with the Kong. Here he is here to slam, and he just slammed Dink right down off the stage. Here we go, 70 damage off on Samus, 85 damage off on Donkey Kong right now. 3 stock advantage. Oh, is he gonna do the suicide? No, and he lived, and he killed. Oh my god, somebody stop this man.
Dink is up 2 stocks to poor Raymond out here. He has Raymond has a long mountain to climb before he's able to take this one to the winner's side. So we'll just have to see how Raymond responds. You know, Dink is a big body, so he has plenty of area to be hit by charge shots and projectiles, all the like. But it's just a matter of can Raymond establish a dominant advantage state, or will he just get grabbed and thrown? And I think we see the answer here.
What a dominant performance coming in from Dink, and I'm just very floored. Oh, what is that? What is going on? Tornado attack there. Tornado attack coming in from the Kong, and a slap and a smack taking the match.
That's my boy Dink. Let's go. All right,
Dink,
1 up.
We are not. There's no bias in the commentary. No bias.
No bias at all. Pandemic, you know I'm rooting for you. Like deep down in my heart of hearts, you know that I love you both equally. But my boy Dink.
He just said Pandemic. I'm rooting for you. He's not. He's rooting for the player Pandemic, not the pandemic we're experiencing right now. That is unpog.
Let it be known. Let it be known.
Let it be known. Let it be known.
Okay, so Raymond's deciding, you know, Samus probably a tricky situation against the Kong. Someone who has the tools and capacity to get all up in your face. Hyper armor to gets through some of the projectiles here. So I'm curious. Oh, the Puff is back.
The Puff is back. Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up. Eat 'em up. Eat 'em up. Eat 'em up. Is what's gonna happen right now.
Goodness gracious. Okay, so I think this is a pretty interesting swap limit, and let me tell you why.
Yes.
So Raymond, of course, playing a very lightweight character against one of the heaviest, hard-hitting characters in the game. Do you think that that's going to end poorly for him?
It's clearly not working out right now. Because this man Dink is just unga-bungaing his way through victory right now. What a commanding performance here coming in from Dink. Immediately 1 stock, just exerting dominance right now. Unga Bunga's in the chat indeed.
I'm not counting the pandemic out. Oh goodness gracious. Okay, he should be able to cut. Oh, not with that. Mistech, unfortunate, can't make it back. Dink with another commanding lead. Just 50 seconds into the game. Raymond taking a second to compose themselves. Definitely can't argue with that.
Coming in from Helga Smash, our boy Helga. He's saying he's gonna need a full restore for his fate. Ooh, that feel when you need the full restore and you don't have one because you don't have enough money to fight the Elite Four.
To mention, on the home stage right now, the crowd and audience is watching. Raymond, unfortunately, missing a rest here. See what the play is. Play the bongos into up grab. Okay. I'm so proud of how I trained my boy. He's all but prepared for the inevitable outcome here.
Oh my god, Dink. Anyone who's still in bracket, we have to assassinate this man because this man is relentless. What a god. Very strong
GG, well
showing
played.
coming in from Dink 2. Unfortunately, Pandemic has to go down in the bracket, unfortunately. But we will press on. We will press on with the next match. Hold on. Okay. Oh, they self-reported. Very good. Netscaper and Grub, please head on to the main stage.
It's going to be another great game here. I know the Grub IRL as well, and he is an amazing King DDD player. And Helga, you had actually brought something up to me earlier. You said it yourself that you are also a King DDD player. Is that true?
That is true, though it's not much of a surprise. I am very excited to learn and see how King DDD it can be shaped and play in well-experienced hands. I am much of a gimmick fighter with the DDD. I am very familiar that he can suck up Gordos and other thrown projectiles and spit them back out. But I must say I am very bad at the offstage gameplay, and I would love to see where that shines.
You know, I've been playing Grub for what feels like an eternity in terms of number of games. This man has a win streak like none other against some of my friend group, and you will see like what a truly refined King DDD will look like today. I'm very excited for this.
I am too.
But of course, we can't count out their opponent, the one, the only Netscaper. To me, I don't know how much you know about this individual, but they seem like a wild horse. I don't really know a whole lot about them, so to me, they could be just as threatening as poor Grub here.
We'll just have to see.
Welcome.
Looks like we have an Earthbound fan.
What a great series. Truly a definition of what it can mean to be an off-the-wall role-playing game.
Definitely is on my ever-growing backlist of JRPGs to play. And we have Game & Watch.
Goodness gracious. So Game & Watch obviously has a lot of really, really good tools. B out of shield is really good. He has tons of pressure with his aerials, and not to mention pure judgment with his side B. So we'll just have to see how Grub reacts to this. I know that he is familiar with this matchup. So what is the answer to Grub?
Curious to see how much the frying pan and the bacon comes into play here with the spacing, but looks like Game & Watch is opting to play close. Because he has to.
He has to, absolutely. Grub out here is doing his best to get in, throwing up his Gordos, trying to command space. And there's a lot that King DDD can do with those Gordos. Ooh, parry into the up B? Yo, that's a great way to get out of that situation. Big
Great
fan of that,
response,
Diego.
bro.
Yep. Netscaper says, do not underestimate me. He decides that...
Oh! Whoa! Good option!
Unfortunate drop off the stage there. I don't think that was intentional, but Grub definitely capitalizing on that situation. And here we go. This is where King DDD really wants to be. So you had mentioned like wanting to be at the ledge, dealing with your opponents. Well, Gordo is the answer to all crimes off stage.
It looks incredibly oppressive. Full coverage.
That's one of the big benefits of playing King DDD is all of the traps that you can set up at ledge. So you have Gordo, you can run off stage, you can inhale to catch them on a neutral getup. So there's plenty of things that Grub can do to this poor Game & Watch, and him being a light character, this is probably going to be it. Oh, great DI.
Jeez, yeah, DDD can really just rack. Oh, wow! What just happened?
Poor Game & Watch got folded in half and got tossed off the side of the stage. GG, well played. Grub takes game 1.
Congrats, the king is in town. No competition on Dreamstar today.
I couldn't have said it any better myself. So now that you've seen King DDD in action, what's your take?
Well, very nimble. Very nimble. Very quick with the aerials. Easy to rack up the damage with the up air. Incredible oppression on the side game. Much faster than anything I could dish out.
Yeah, King DDD is absolutely, surprisingly even, one of the slowest characters on the roster. But with the way that Grub uses his initial dash to scoot his way along the map, it kind of makes him feel a lot faster than he actually is. His run speed is quite slow. He is no Sonic the Hedgehog, but he has the tools and the big hammer to really oppress his opponents.
Yeah, I didn't see the dash attack at all, so it sounds like he was opting for the dash and then canceling it for a different smash or strong side.
Absolutely. The dash attack from King DDD, it's a really good tool for two-framing at the ledge just because the hitbox lasts for such a long time. But in neutral, definitely not a tool that you want to use. And we have
Very
a
slow
to
startup.
Lucas.
Interesting. Well, they do have the Earthbound icon.
A true representation of their game. I can appreciate the change here.
So I'm expecting to see a bit more zoning from Lucas with the distance and projectiles. What are your thoughts, Dev?
Oh, I definitely think that this could be a on the table here as an option. But one thing to keep in mind about King DDD is his inhale. It's not just to inhale his opponents, but it also is a reflector of sorts for projectiles.
That is
like,
true.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do that with PK Fire, though, can you?
With PK Fire, yes, but with PK Freeze, I don't think that's an inhalable projectile, so we're gonna have to see. There it is, boom,
There,
in and out.
Confirmed. Spicy meatball.
So I'm a big fan of Grub trying to react with that down smash on the whiffed up smash from Lucas, but unfortunately the pushback just from that wasn't enough to keep Lucas safe. All right.
So
Grub
only by Lucas.
Yes, one of the best things you can do against Grub is, or against King DD, is put in an abundance of hitboxes to force him, especially with all the spot dodging that you can see here, to force him into a disadvantage. But what's the solution here? Is Grub going to try something cheeky? We might see it. The drag down's almost catching something. Really big play here. Diego thinking that was a cross up. Grub responding with Gordos, but you have to always consider Gordos can be reflected. You know, you just need
They can. It's a double-edged sword.
It truly is. And okay, Gordo going deep. Grub's trying to clear out this stock as quickly as possible. Currently 2 stocks up, so Diego's really gonna have to pull out all the stops here to keep himself from dropping into losers.
Ooh, I love that. I love that. The full up B into the smash. Risky, but when it hits, the knockback.
There you go. That's a good adjustment from Diego there. Netscaper recognizing that PK Freeze is not an inhalable move by King DDD, so that's pretty safe to do if he finds Grub just sitting. Don't say it ain't so, not with the jet hammer.
Cheeky.
Wow, okay.
Very risky move, hard to land, very cheeky if you do. Solid up tilt.
Great DI to avoid being killed off the top here. Grub. An oppressive performance. Moving on to face off Dink in round 3. GG, well played, both players.
Amazing.
Well done.
Let's update the scores right now. We have Grub up 2-0. Oh, Grub, thank you for gifting to the community. Thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Venerable Mr. Krieg. Thank you for gifting a gift sub to my boy, Helga Smash. And thank you for gifting for Chris the Human, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love, thank you for the support. But right now, it is the battle of the century because Dev Phoenix.
Oh, I know it. You know it.
I don't know if you know, but you wait, hold on. I gotta update stuff. This is the problem when you're also a player and team Phoenix. Team Phoenix and then Limit.
Oh boy, I guess I'll be commentating solely for this. We've got Dev and Limitless. Knowing that Dev, you do favor Grey Ninja, is what I hear, and Limitless, you favor pretty much all the non-Smash fighting games.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, with this Pokemon selected, it looks like the outcome of this battle will not be black or white, but Grey Ninja. Let's see if Tekken's Kazuya can really put him in the slammer.
Good luck, have fun, Limit.
Good luck, have fun. Don't bully me too much. Oh wait, this is
No, this is legal.
No, this is legal.
Oh, this is legal.
This is
Oh,
legal.
this is. Oh, wait,
Fight.
what? Wait. Oh,
Nope.
this is legal. Oh
Well, at least
I'll
we
just
have
restart this one.
honor,
Just
honor
fine.
among fighters.
Reset,
Our
reset.
tournament organizer was a little concerned and caught off guard because we did have this match in an earlier for
LOL.
viewers throughout. But that was technically a battlefield legal stage. You'll notice the curvature of the bottom platform was completely level.
I was just concerned for the integrity of the Smash, ladies and gentlemen. The integrity.
Such honor,
So
such
that-
sportsmanship.
That does not count. I apologize, Dev Phoenix. I was
That's
Well,
okay.
I will have
In
to
my-
give you a yellow card, Limitless.
in
but
my
it's okay.
haste. In my haste to follow the to uphold the integrity of our tournament here, I was I jumped the gun. So it's-
Limitless pulling from an old playbook, disrupting the rhythm, not wanting to get in Dev's tempo.
But let's go. Let's go.
Alright, so Grey Ninja with superior speed against the Tekken fighter. I don't know a whole lot, but typically I'd say Kazuya is slower in movement than Grey Ninja. Grey Ninja having mad hops, able to really utilize the spacing in the air. Limitless fishing for moves. If Kazuya can land a hit, has strong sequencing, but that is just the trick. Dev too nimble, Dev too quick. No candlesticks here though. Let's see. Just fishing around, trying to get a grab. Ooh, and surprising recovery for a non-smash fighting character, but not enough. Quick jabs canceled by Kazuya's punches. Still trying to land hits. Powerful kick. Oh boy. Does the beam go over standing Grey Ninja's head? Well, it's not a sweeping beam, but I don't know. We'll have to see that. Grey Ninja does have a crouch stance, so it is possible. Dev not giving Limitless any slack. Solid charge shuriken hit. Special B. Punishing down. Not quite enough to recover. One last stock. Limitless still feeling out the match. It's okay, this is a best of 3. Solid up smash. Shuriken for spacing into aerial. Racking up the damage. Oof, oof. Solid hits from Limitless. We might see a stock loss, but not quite yet. And looks like that would go over a standing Grey Ninja's head if you were still curious. And that is match. No, that is the round. No,
Good game,
that
Lemon.
is
Good
the
games,
game.
good games. But I will need to swap out. I will do the quick character change. There we go.
So is it appropriate to ask for our fighters' thoughts, Limitless?
I have no thoughts.
Okay, you know, I am distracting you. You do have to focus on the gameplay here. Grey Ninja is very fast and is very nimble. And looking at this impressive selection of fighters that you have here, opting for Ryu, Street Fighter background. Can we get the Hadoken? Limit has unlocked all the characters that matter.
Only the characters that matter.
Alright, this time around, Limitless on Ryu has Hadoken, which is a projectile that could potentially hit Greninja and offer some spacing. Still, Ryu doesn't have a very strong recovery off the stage. Greninja will be able to punish that very well with fast aerials. And there's the first stock. Can Limitless punish Dev? We'll see. Remember that you can block in this game. You can shield. Recovery. Getting some low airs. Dev still applying pressure. Greninja's charge shuriken, very easy to rack up the damage if the opponent's not blocking. Able to recover. Ryo is back on the stage. That is where a Street Fighter character wants to be. Good footstool by Limitless on the Greninja. And a solid foot. Edge guarding with Hadoken. But solid aerial knocks Ryu out. One last stock. Can Limit prevent being 3-stocked? That is the real question here, folks. A well-timed shield from Greninja prevents the Hadoken from doing any damage and returning the retaliation. Ryu at a high enough percentage to be able to be juggled by the Greninja.
Ooh.
And there we have it, folks. Not quite. DI saves Ryo for one more hit. Whoa! Close! Close! Dev opting for a cheeky substitute, but gets it!
Very well played, Phoenix.
Was that Shadow Walk?
Shadow Sneak, yes. Good game.
Shadow Sneak.
Good games, good games. I am dropping down to the losers bracket, and Dev Phoenix will move on to the winners.
Thank you for that lovely commentary, Helga. Much appreciated, friend.
Much appreciated.
The offstage Shadow Sneak. Cheeky.
They never see it coming. Dun dun dun.
Literally.
Just give me one moment. I am getting some notices from chat that my batteries are low for my controller, so I am going to do a quick controller swap, hopefully.
Absolutely, and while we wait on your controllers to hop in, I guess it's time for Pain and Failure and WTOB to hop on in to our game here. So we'll go ahead and call them up to the stage, of course.
Now, several tourneys ago, I had the pleasure of facing off against Pain and Failure, and let me tell you, it was quick, it was brutal, it was embarrassing. I'll be curious to see how this goes.
Does anyone know WTOB's Discord handle? I can't seem to find them at the moment.
Let me check the scripture.
Oh, Pain is already in here. Perfect. Josh T, thank you so much, Grub. We'll check him out at Josh T. Josh 23, probably. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. And there he is, the man, the myth, the legend, joining us on stage. So as soon as we have Limit hop out of the game, we'll switch on over to Pain and WTOB. So, Helga, just by looking at these players' icons, you know, it really tells a story. Pain, of course, rocking the Omega Bowser, the Giga Bowser. And then WTOB, I'm curious, do you recognize where that's from? You may not be able to see it right now. I know that you're catching Limits.
I really wish I could see it right now. Can you describe it to me?
Absolutely. It looks like a ephemeral blue humanoid with butterfly wings. They are in the Smash universe.
I love the description. Ephemeral fairy wings in the Smash universe. Oh, geez, that is. Oh, unfortunately I do not recognize this. Do you know?
I believe that is the final boss of Brawl's Adventure Mode. All the way
Interesting.
back in the day, yes.
Been
I
a
believe
long time since I played Brawl.
Oh, pop quiz chat. What is the name of this character? I think it's like. Words are hard, but we'll look that up in between games because right now we have a new game, Pain, coming in with Falco and WTOB representing Robin.
Pain favoring the Spaceys from the previous tourney, going up against a Fire Emblem caster.
Ooh. Both these players showing off a lot of respect, and we already see Pain, part of Pain's game plan. If you're going to throw projectiles at me, I have my handy-dandy reflector in my pocket. So, lots of respect being shown here. Oh my goodness, huge down smash, catching the jump off Falco, and the extended hitbox, forcing the scramble here.
These dashes and spot dodges are really well timed, so you can tell these fighters are experienced and not just throwing hits.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. I'm a big fan of how WTOB is unafraid to use their spellbook. Oh, but that is one of the unfortunate sides of using your spellbook too much. Sometimes you run out of the things that you need most when you need them most.
Yes, Robin does have a charge system. I'm not quite familiar with how it recharges mechanic, but you do, generally speaking, need to switch between your spells lest they become eventually useless, and you don't want to be caught with your spells down.
Absolutely. The only way to get your spells back is to fully exhaust that book. Oh, excellent reflect there, calling it out. The lightning says goodbye to your stock. Falco in the lead here. Oh, probably going for the cheap reflect there. Okay, so WTOB, I was just about to say, he was on the back foot, had some issues, but seems that he's able to even up stocks. Big plays here.
Most familiar with Falco's vertical game with the larger jump than the typical and the classic up air for the kill. But this horizontal gameplay is interesting for me.
Absolutely, it's definitely a big difference compared to good old Melee, but it feels all right out here in the Ultimate Land. Ooh, excellent space back here. He's going to be able to almost catch the spike with the up E. It would have been huge. WTOB's out here showing us the schmoves.
Good zoning from Robin.
Excellent back here, almost sealing away that stock. And I really like that WTOB is really testing Pain's reaction time here because he's still unafraid to throw out these neutral Bs, and Pain is doing his best to react to them to avoid taking too much damage.
Yeah, it's interesting because unlike Fox's down B, Falco throws it out, and you do have to care about that. It is indeed a projectile and will hurt you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yep. The emboldened Levin Sword, or empowered Levin Sword, has a longer, more lasting hitbox than the standard Copper Blade. So, unfortunately, Pain, the spot dodge that he tried to pull out there, was not long enough to miss both of those hits, and resulting in an even stock situation here. This is the closest game that we've seen thus far. What do you think?
I really think it could be anyone's. I think it's leaning a little bit towards the Robin. I think the download is happening and understanding the Falco's moves, but it's still anyone's game.
I'll play contrary here. WTOB is definitely a friend of a friend here. Shout out to Grub Grub and his crew here. But it only takes a couple of proper drag downs for Falco to really catch a solid lead here. So I'm curious if he has the gall to get in.
This is true. The gap isn't that big, but it is widening.
It's true. Oh, there it is. The start of the juggle. Forward air off stage. Are we going to see another one? Has the capacity in the green book to take it out and pokes through the shield.
Ooh, the extended hitbox.
That reflect there was absolutely huge. Almost connecting with that other one.
That was close.
Top 10 closest calls in anime history, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so really, like you just said, anybody's game at this point.
I think it really comes down to if lightning can strike twice.
Oh no! Is that too deep? I think that may be. Oh wow. Okay, excellent air or Destruction there. Could have been disastrous. Oh my goodness, that shield is so small.
Just
He wants
enough
that-
shield.
The dash attack. If I could have told you that this was going to be a dash attack finish at the very beginning, I should have won $100 because I would have not expected that. But good game. WTOB taking game 1.
Dash attacks tend to be risky for all casts. I don't really know of anyone who has a solid, safe dash attack if you whiff it.
This is true. Dash attacks are supposed to be up close and personal, but also a little bit risky if you land them on shield. So great stuff. Good adaptation, WTOB. But I'm still. I don't think Pain is out. He's still feeling his Falco, which I can appreciate. Trying to
Running
stick
it
with what he
back.
knows.
It was a close match, so no need to really change.
Okay. I like that initial adaptation right there. So knowing that Robin last time started off with a Psybe to open up the game, trying to command some space and just kind of test how you're going to approach, he decides to short hop over it before it even explodes, and that puts him in advantage right here, sitting at a 42% lead. Oh, but right up forward smash will definitely do the trick here.
General question, is Falco's neutral B of the blaster just considered bad, or does it have any use for zoning? I know that Robin's not providing any space to use it, though.
Great question. So I think that the blaster absolutely has a place in Falco's toolkit. It is 100% not just a carryover from melee. I'm just curious. I think Pain is going for a more aggressive playstyle here, you know, which means that he doesn't necessarily need the back.
When I did play with him, it was on Fox, which is can't really use the blaster that much because there's no knockback on it, so that would make sense.
Yeah, in Fox's case, you're just using it for the damage as someone's recovering from off stage. But oh, excellent spike here, but not even enough. Pain commanding lead. Can he keep it up?
These Spaceys and their edge game.
Oh my goodness. It wouldn't be a proper game of Smash without somebody getting sent to the Shadow Realm. All right. I am all about this. So do you think Pain has what it takes to conclude this game in a convincing fashion?
Well, seeing as how the first two stocks have gone, I think so. I think Pain's definitely got a strong one on this one. Worked out the problematics in the first one, not giving Robin the room. Though the extended hurt box on some of Robin's attacks is still punishing Pain's spot dodges.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. You know, both players are catching some habits that one and the other has. WTOB recognizing that spot dodges are one of Pain's favorites.
Oh,
Wow!
solid reflect. That is
Oh,
one
no.
Oh.
Yeah, hate to see it, ladies and gentlemen. But no homie stocks, not in bracket. But you're absolutely right. You know, Pain we haven't really seen his blaster. It's a great tool just to be
Risky,
like annoying.
Risky.
WTOB. Oh, what's the play here? In disadvantage, sitting at 106%. One solid option from Pain, and you know, send him to the morgue. Back onto the game 3 of this best. Oh, there it is.
Pain playing
Up
fast, but
smash.
still keeping their cool. Securing
GG,
the
well
match.
played.
GG.
Wow.
Falco Lombardi.
I have a running joke with some of my friends that you just can't up smash in neutral, but if it works, it works. Pain taking it 1-1. So the next one decides who gets to stay in winners. And I should be taking some heavy notes because I will be facing off against one of these two players. It should be exciting.
Indeed.
Oh, okay. Switching
We're
off
having
with the
a
Robin.
character swap. Who will be brought in?
Well, what are some other characters that have a Robin sort of play style? So, projectile heavy, really good kill confirms.
I know Mega
know,
Man
man.
comes to mind mainly just because projectile heavy. I'm not super familiar with Mega Man's kill confirms. It is a very different play style. Though for some reason, Robin did not come to mind. Robin into Robin.
That's a bold strategy. Obviously, we must have seen a color swap here. That's the only thing.
That's what I'm hoping.
Sometimes
That is what I'm hoping.
you jump into the game with the wrong color, you get into the wrong mindset, and it just destroys your mental.
True
Has to be.
that. Solid hits initially. Nothing wrong with staying on Robin, tried and true. Both these first two matches have been close.
Oh, absolutely. And now this is the time to say, like, okay, have I downloaded my opponent? Do I know their habits? I think Pain is starting to catch on to one of WTOB's habits here of, like, so side being and then run up grab if it's on shield. It seems like a pretty solid option. And WTOB answers back, you can't spot dodge. Not in my house, not on my battlefield. Oh, unfortunate. Good turnaround grab there. Or
Whiff and punish.
And just like the launching hitbox is just enough for WTOB to get a free get back up onto stage or back in neutral.
That was nice covering the ledge with the fire for a safe recovery.
Oh, absolutely. With as many projectiles as WTOB has, you know, I'm surprised to see that Pain isn't doing. Oh, okay.
It's
just
going to
catches
be
the
interesting
fingertips.
because the wind one is recharging, and that's been heavily utilized for the hitbox.
Oh, and you need the wind one in order to recover. Because that is
really
the same
do.
fuel that you need for his up B. Oh,
Haven't seen a whole lot of Nosferatu, though it is a slow grab. I feel like you only use that one if you have to cycle through it.
right. There can be some good confirms into it, especially like side B jump into Nosferatu. Just depends if you catch it on the launch or not. But
These heavy hits.
Pain is anticipating more projectiles. And I think it's a solid play, you know. He's currently in a very slight lead. If he wants to run out the clock, he can.
And
But
there we have a Nosferatu hit.
just as we're commenting about it. Oh, say it ain't so. WTOB SDing. An unfortunate air dodge. Probably just trying to go to ledge, but just misses, just by a hair.
Sometimes all it takes. But now we're back even.
You know, we may have seen the biggest Omega Brain play in the history of Smash because he said he knew that his down smash was stale after using it so many times. So getting rid of that stock unstales the move, makes it a kill option once again. Big brain plays.
That is true. Gotta keep things interesting. Can't just throw the same move over and over again.
Never count out the Grub Club. It's like what I like to say. Ooh, run up, grab, up through.
Good sequencing. Falco's extra jump height allowing the chase.
Oh man, Pain really wants to finish this off, searching for a for just a smash attack in neutral. You know, I'm very surprised. You know, we called out that the blaster is a underutilized item in this matchup here, but I feel like he could be using that to cancel out all of the charging that WTOB is doing right here.
Especially when WTOB seems to be fishing for a projectile hit.
Oh, he went for
Granted,
that.
it is a solid lightning strike when it does hit.
Oh man, catching up on some bad habits here. Almost connecting with that forwarder would have definitely sent him into a terrible situation off stage. Ooh, the spot dodge to avoid the down smash. Big plays.
Ooh, and some minor recovery from Nosferatu. Gotta love that lifesteal. Vampirism rocks, folks.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Back and forth is a lot between these two, but a solid smash sideways secures the stock.
Man, all it takes is just one smash attack in neutral whenever your opponent is above 100. You know, he may have been fishing for it, but I respect the play. You know, if you understand your win condition and you're willing to commit to it, it's a worthwhile endeavor. Perhaps a risky maneuver, because that did bring him all the way up to 90, which allowed WTOB to get that solid smash attack. And this is it. So both these players are fighting for their winner side lives right now. If you were a betting man, who do you put money down on?
Right now, I'd still put money down on Pain because Pain seems to have the tempo play here. I know the percentage says otherwise, but consistently, Pain has been a stock above WTOB this entire match.
Ooh. That is true. And WTOB did have a very unfortunate SD at the beginning of this this game. Of such a critical game to have a SD. Very unlucky.
It really comes down to who can keep their cool under pressure.
5. Oh my goodness, we're going to see a timeout here. Because Pain is actually has the higher percentage, that means WTOB is going to be moving on. Yep. So in the event of a timeout, the player with the lower percentage is the victor, meaning WTOB is your winner. And gentlemen, 5 minutes can flow by real fast if you're
Very well
playing
played.
Smash.
Very well played. WTOB. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in from Melissam's Hydrate. Everybody, please take the time. Hydrate
Thank you,
real quick.
Melissam's.
We have really hype games right now. We have really amazing competitors on deck right now. Please take the time. Hydrate, go to the washroom, get some bio breaks going for you because we are still well underway in the Smash 2 tournament right now.
The grub rub. I gotta apologize. There's a distinct lack of bird puns,
Oh, no.
but it's very obvious who the actual bird of prey was here, and it was Robin.
Oh! 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 Not like this. The,
Helga, my boy, not pulling punches tonight, and I'm all about it.
Not pulling punches at all. But to be honest, knowing Helga Smash for quite some time, knowing him as a personal friend of mine, this is not even his true form. This is merely a percentage of his power. This is merely a taste.
We shall see.
But right now on deck, I would like to invite. Hold on, let's update these scores real quick, so that we will find out who will be. But we definitely would like to invite Mikame on stage right now, and Pain and Failure actually. Pain and Failure, get on deck right now, please. You will be facing Mikame in this.
Limit, we have a message from Pain asking to be DQ'd from Losers
Oh.
Bracket. Unfortunately, they have other things to do.
Unfortunate. So that means we have Pain and Failure. Mikame moving up immediately into round number 2 in the losers bracket. So we'll update that. But Pain is actually our Milk Cup number 2 grand finals winner. So he is a long time friend of ours. So Pain and Failure, thank you for coming to Slam. I understand there's some things we need to take care of in real life, but thank you for coming. Come to the next one, buddy. Thank you so much. With that being said, I will have to move on Mikame. And with that being said, it is time for Mikame and I to meet for the first time ever in the main stage of these tournaments. See, I am a Mikame fan, so I have very mixed feelings about this tournament of the ages.
Well, we can't play favorites here on the battlefield. There can
Absolutely
only be
not.
victory.
Well, we can try.
Limit, as a former opponent and a good friend and fellow tournament caster, I wish you the best of luck. But Mick for May, I'm not going to count them out, not at all. I was very impressed by their Corrin and their Zelda, so it should be a interesting matchup to watch. That's for sure.
Mika May is actually our third placer in the very first tournament that we have ever held. She is a third placer using her Zelda as her flagship character.
Can we get a prediction running for the round? Is someone moderating that?
Yes, it's already up. Melissam's amazing work from Melissa says she's very on top of it. But right now, it's going to be a slamation between me and Mika May.
The classic matchup: Magic versus Brawn.
Yo,
What do we
Mika
have to say about
May's
Rosalina and Luna.
Mick for May has a deep character pool. This is the third character that we've seen from them this tournament, going for Rosalina. Helga, what all do you know about Rosalina?
Interesting, because Rosalina, they are a two-piece unit. You can actually separate the star. I can't remember the actual term for the star. Luma. You can actually disjoin yourself from Luna, allowing you to have some pretty interesting threat range. And here we see it here, allowing some pretty cool setup. And that's about it.
So, of all of the online people that play Smash in Elite and such, there are actual statistics that have been gathered about like people who end up playing Rosalina, and we find that she is underrepresented online. She is definitely a niche pick, so not a whole lot of matchup knowledge. Limit might be at a disadvantage here just right out of the gate, you know, not understanding or not being too familiar with this toolkit here. Because you're absolutely right. Separating out, having a puppet and a puppet master, very different archetype than traditional Smash fighting games.
It really is, and I'd imagine that that kind of character would be very hard to control and do well on net play.
Oh no, Limit, perhaps expecting that he had a jump, but it was lost into the ether. Mick from A takes first stock, but unfortunately an up B into the top, or into the bottom of the stage. Unlucky, both players saying, you know what?
Forced error, not good.
So one of my favorite things to see from Rosalina is whenever you're able to get Luma like slightly off stage and just have them do like a down smash while you're doing a down smash on stage. You command so much space, and you really force your opponent to either like recover high or respect the Luma in their placing. If they don't have a hitbox on their up B, they might just be out of luck.
Yeah, the zoning is very spaced. It's very hard to punish Rosalina when Luma is the one doing the guard. And if they opt for up, then that makes it very easy for Rosalina to see the path trajectory.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't agree more. Mick from A being very nice. Unfortunately, no Luma. Just as I say that, we have a blue Luma. Obviously, we have a green S tier in terms of Luma colors, but it's just a cosmetic difference.
I was about to ask because they had different properties. Now, was that a yo-yo? Did I see that? Did Rosalina just whip out the yo-yo? That is cool.
Yeah, so her down B allows her to absorb projectiles. If they're equipable, she will actually grab them and hold them in their hand.
Interesting.
But what she's doing right now is just saying, okay, you want to Hadoken me? That's possible. I'm just going to sit here in my protective bubble, and you'll have to approach. Big plays. Ooh, the Luma charge, not taking the stock. Good DI by Limit, but unfortunately missing the ledge there, you know. An unlucky situation.
Magic seems to be overcoming Brawn in this matchup.
If Pokemon has taught me nothing, I know that Psychic types are super effective versus fighting, so this was a pre-foregone conclusion. Though I don't think that there's a space type in Pokemon, so...
No. And there we have it, a Wake Up Shoryuken.
Yo, big plays here, saying I am not done with this tournament, not yet. Oh... Yo, I really like the empowered Hadouken to avoid the Luma traveling across stage. That's really a big heads-up play there.
Yeah, there aren't very many fighter characters that can do it. I guess Terry can also do that, but Limitless's fighting pool really consists of Ryu, Kazuma, and Kazuya and Terry.
Mm-hmm. All the traditional FGC characters in Smash.
Of course.
It really makes for an interesting pool, and I honestly think that there are a couple of crutches in Smash whenever it comes to playing an FGC character. Now I'm allowed to say this because I'm also a Terry main, but
totally.
auto turnaround, bro, it is such a good move. It's so oh no!
Unfortunate
is right. Limit going down one. Mick for May, you know, looking pretty solid that game. I think Rosalina was a solid option to start this losers bracket run in.
Great place to spice things up.
Igor's a great. Thanks for following, by the way.
So, Limit, as we have you above the surf, are you going to be swapping characters? You feeling Ryu?
You know what? My boy Terrence needs some representation up in here. So
I was just about to ask, are you okay after that fight?
I am not so much okay, but you know what? As much as that ass whooping that I received from Mikame was incredibly powerful, I respect Mikame too much to not give it 355% of my power and not bring in my boy Terrence. And once she whips my ass with Terrence, I am satisfied that I have brought out all that I can in this tournament.
Well said, well said. We don't want to leave anything left on the table after this, folks.
100% agree, and rocking the traditional Terry skin here. Nothing but respect. The red is just so suave, so majestic. Goodness gracious. Did you know, Helga Smash, that once upon a time I actually did a cosplay of Terry Bogard?
I did not. I bet that was really cool.
This is true. I have the hat, I have the jeans, the red Converses, and the blonde wig. That one was the weirdest one to buy off Amazon, I'll tell you what.
Seems very 90s.
Oh, absolutely. The Hungry Wolf that's out here, hungry for a big W. Mick from A is going to do their best to avoid the situation. Limitless is throwing some bows right now, trying to catch some hands.
Now, I find Terry very interesting as one of the FGC characters because he has a surprising amount of ranged options. What do you have to say about that?
Oh, 100%. Once he grabs Go, and not to mention like Power Wave. Power Wave is a great tool, just to like avoid being camped out. Yeah, poor Luma wasn't ready for the Hungry Wolf, and all the empowered inputs that Terry has, they can steal stocks pretty early on. One of the hard things about playing Terry, though, something that might be affecting Limitless, is like sometimes he'll try and do an input, but it'll come out as a charged smash attack. So if we see that, that might be the culprit.
That can really mess with your timing, but typically moves input that way have stronger power, right?
That's correct. Yes, if you do the command input, you are G2G whenever it comes to damage output. Oh, and the Go is online, ladies and gentlemen. Bust a Wolf. Are you okay?
Whoa! Rosalina says no.
I've already been to therapy this week. Thank you very much. I don't need checking in on me. Mick for May, good options to grab back throw off stage. Terry has a predictable recovery of some of the FGC cast, so could be a big punish here. Oh, empowered a power dunk. That'll do it.
Rosalina with good aerial options, good spacing, but Terry just wanting to get in close, not presenting the opportunity.
This is absolutely his game plan. He wants to be up close in your face. He has the tools to cancel his moves into other moves. Another unfortunate, probably a going for an empowered move there, trying not to charge the smash attack, but it can be really tricky, especially if you've been off the game for a little bit, to like get those moves in succinctly and correctly every single time.
I'm noticing that Limit seems to be favoring a lateral play style and not so much a vertical.
Oh, here comes best color Luma, Mick for May, deciding that I can hang out on ledge here. Oh, what a brave way to get back on the stage, and great DI here. Okay, missing Luma. Limitless is at 67%, no go meter online. I think that's intentional by Mick for May here, because you don't want to deal with Terry once they are above 100%. You would much rather them not have that go as an option. Oh no, Limitless! Not connecting with ledge there, taking another stock. Mick for May up one. Scary situation for Terry here. Scary Terry.
What's the condition for Luma to come back for Rosalina? Is it just time?
Indeed, it is just a small amount of time. But there are ways to save Luma, of course, if you're able to. Ooh.
Right, you could protectively disjoin.
Absolutely, you can launch them away, and then you can recall them by pressing neutral B. But once they get that kind of star KO that we just saw there, you have to wait for the full respawn time.
Brutal, and I believe the damage distribution is probably spread between Rosalina and Luma, so you're really at a disadvantage if Luma's out of the fray.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's not like the Ice Climbers where if one of them, I guess they were also bouncing around having two carrots, so this one probably doesn't have that same 50-50 split distribution, but another, Limitless, he was struggling at the beginning, but he might have a comeback here.
Terry opting.
Don't you see, fam?
Oh no! Opting for a zoning play style with Terry's dashing. What do we call that? Oh no!
We're gonna go to a game 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Less of a shooting star and more of a falling star.
That's rough.
Oh man. So we are going the distance, ladies and gentlemen. Our first game of the losers bracket here, and we're already taking it to 3. Big plays here.
Now, is Rosalina's recovery similar to Diddy Kong's in that it's an aimed rocket launch style?
I wouldn't say so, because there's no charge up, but if you flick the stick left or right at the very end of the up B, you can change the way that you face for your up B.
Gotcha.
So it is tricky in that sense. So I think Mick for May was kind of drifting under the stage, wanted to self-correct, and then over-corrected and launched themselves towards the blast zone. Unfortunate situation, but Mick for May is a strong player, so I suspect that they'll bring it back for game 3. You can't allow that to mess up your mental.
Yeah, this match is too close, and we're going on to Zelda, tried and true for Mick from A.
Do you agree with this swap, Helga? What's your take?
Well, I think this matchup is going to be good for Mick from A specifically because they favor using Zelda's Charge Knight, and because Limitless seems to favor a lateral gameplay, we see the Knight blocking Terry's advance there. I think that habit is really going to be exploited in this matchup.
Mm-hmm. Oh, goodness gracious, Sadie's toe!
Oh.
Wow, unlucky.
An unfortunate
Mick.
Furor's wind off stage.
Yep, I believe that. I honestly don't. I couldn't even tell you what happened there.
I think it was just a misread on the distance because it was very close and close enough that they could have grabbed it, but
You're
no
right.
edge.
Unfortunate situation. The lean back forward smash, Mick from A. Limitless is already at 87%, about to have go online. Very smart of Mick from A to hold off that just in case. So
Limit
at
waiting
least...
for a safe time to get in for that hit.
Oh, okay, come on. Yo. We're gonna... Oh, great lightning foot there.
Solid. Love the lightning foot.
So, okay. Mick from A, after that unfortunate SD, sitting at about 70% here. So, on the tail end lifespan of this stock, if all goes to plan. But, if she can match Terry's aggression, this could be a comeback situation.
I find it interesting how dangerously they are running into each other, waiting for a moment before actually pressing the attack. Lots of vulnerable frames there.
Absolutely. Do you think that's respecting the other player and their options, or do you think that there's just a lot of mind games going on?
I think it's a mind game habit, and I think it comes from traditional fighting games, expecting to hold back block and baiting out an attack, but I'm not sure how appropriate that is in Smash. Especially since Mick from A is not throwing out shields, which would then result in a grab.
Good.
Limit seem to be opting for dash attack.
Oh, yep, that is a confirm it. High percentage down tilt into Burning Knuckle is absolutely a great option for Terry to use. So both players, last stock situation, Mick from A needs to answer back pretty quickly, and they're trying to find their way in here. I'm a big fan.
Attacks. If Mick from A can stick to the projectile game and keep the distance, I don't think there's much that Limitless can do to close the gap, but...
Oh, goodness gracious, check out all these projectiles Limitless has to get through. This is a proverbial minefield of abilities. Oh! Huge play!
Well played, Mika.
Congratulations, Limit. I am sorry for your loss, but we do have Mick from A continuing on in losers. Congratulations, GG. Well played.
A real Tour de Triforce. Good job,
Tour de Triforce. Let's go. I love it. Well played, Mika May. Unfortunately, I am knocked out here on the Smash 2. Mika May moves forward into round number 3. And with that being said, we would like to invite Netscaper and Pandemic onto the main stage. Please hop on in. Well played to Mika May. Let's go. We Eaton coming from Netscaper.
Alright, Limit. What do you think is how this match is going to go?
Well,
before we even see fighters, just what we've seen from this tourney so far.
The Jigglypuff is very strong. Is hit and run. I really do respect it. But regarding Netscaper, it's very hard to. It's really hard to see or to determine what they have to offer at the table at this time. Simply because they were both sent down to losers, so it's a question of, did they fight somebody really strong, or was it not their engines being revved up immediately just yet?
Now let's see, Diego. Did they get knocked out? They got knocked out by Dinks, didn't they, or was it Grub Rub?
Let's check. Give me one moment. I will update.
No, it was the DDD. It was a solid thrashing, so I think this will probably be a much more balanced match. Diego not giving Raymond any space. Lucas very quick. Jigglypuff getting in with the aerials. Not quite in juggling territory. Lucas smart with the neutral airs. Percentage makes this seem to be quite even, but the pressure is constant. Jigglypuff at an advantage so long as Lucas is above the platforms. Very hard to get under.
I apologize if I
but
missed any action.
PK Fire allowing Lucas to recover quite smoothly.
I had to dock
Pressure
my
is
controller.
on though. All good, and we have a solid nair from the Jigglypuff. Really, anything could knock Lucas out at this percentage. Same with Jigglypuff. Nice side air, very fast, safe input. Here we have it. Able to recover. Nice PK Thunder.
Big damage on both of these guys, and just a hair of a smash or up tilt or anything could take any of these stocks right down here. And
Classic up air.
oh, and a return. The give and take, as we call it.
Cheeky taunt from the Jigglypuff.
Do taunts give an advantage in Smash Ultimate?
Only style
Only
and
style,
to get
oh.
your opponent off kilter. Because the battle isn't just fought from the controller, it is fought in the mind.
On the
If you can get in
mind,
your
the mind
opponent's
gives in these people's brain holes is what they say.
I'm sure you know this as a FGC tournament grinder.
Uh,
How important the battle of the mind is. It's not just inputs.
True. It is true. It's your emotions and your mental situation involved in these fights. I just thought maybe it was something akin to Guilty Gear, that if you do taunt, there is a slight damage buff if you are able to pull it off. If your cheekiness is able to pull off, is able to be presented, you are gifted a damage buff. But I don't think it's the case here.
No, that is not a mechanic. There are a few characters in Smash whose taunt actually do interact with the opponent, Luigi for example, but generally it is just aesthetic. Looks like
It is just
both
for
players
styling
trading blow for blow.
They are incredibly evenly matched. This is, it almost feels like this is a kata, a dance where they have their turns, they're trading off, and exactly at the percentage that they want to be in. But as I say that, Jigglypuff takes advantage, taking a stock. And with that being said, and I think the script is still written in being written in right now, because they are indeed just trading in these damages, these stock takes.
It seems to me, this may be coming from inexperience, but they seem to be playing it very safe, not going for low percentage kill moves. Both of them are opting to play very fast, though Lucas throwing out the up smashes, trying to capitalize on the fact that one solid hit on a Jigglypuff, even at low percentage, can result in a knockout. But Jigglypuff seems to be opting for the high percentage dash kills or side airs. We haven't seen. There we go. There's the match.
And it does pay off.
Sing into rest is definitely part of Jigglypuff's repertoire, but if you aren't confident pulling that off, it means you're super risky to just walking up to a fully charged Lucas bat. And so very safe to not throw that out there. Will we see a swap? Doesn't look like it.
Oh, there we go.
Both of them were good at applying constant pressure throughout the match. I'd be curious to see if there's something that is within Diego's kit that offers a little more anti-aerial, a little more higher hitbox while on the ground to counteract Jigglypuff's constant want to be in the air for those fast aerials.
But Netscaper is taking their time picking a new character here. Forgive me, I'm failing to recall, what did he use during the Dink fight? Oh, this one, yes.
Game and Watch.
Game and Watch. Game and Watch. Yes.
Too. Now, one difference here is that Game and Watch's hitboxes, I think, are going to be better for landing on an in-air Jigglypuff, but we'll see.
Lots of shenanigans coming from Game and Watch. What playstyle does Game and Watch present in Smash Ultimate?
Well, I don't have a lot of experience on Game & Watch, but the interesting part about Game & Watch is the hitboxes are kind of funky, but they all come out fast wherever they are going. He's a very light character, similar in that respect to Jigglypuff, because if you get a solid hit on him, that is lights out. But you can't really disrespect his side B, which is Judgment the Hammer, which can sometimes be a one-hit KO in itself. So he's a little bit of a wild card, but very good aerials, very strong smash attacks. And that bomb move is new. I haven't actually seen that.
That bomb move, okay, alright.
So it looks like Game & Watch has access to an aerial that drops a delayed projectile, which allows for some zoning, and will definitely punish a Jigglypuff that's going in for some forward airs.
But right now we have 23% damage on Netscaper, aka Diego, on Mr. Game & Watch, and 94%.
And then we have some light zoning from the Bacon, which is definitely something Game & Watch brings to the table.
Light zoning from the Bacon? But one touch from these characters will mean a stock. Well, not quite, but very close to it. So this is very touch and go.
Up air seems very safe. And the snapping turtle snapping turtle.
Double snapping turtle.
But
will
Jigglypuff
retaliate?
With a pound.
Oh, and there we go. Retaliation complete. We're now down to 2 stock each, 0% damage.
But I believe I'm seeing that Diego brought the Game & Watch in just for the safe aerials that Game & Watch brings against Jigglypuff. Because the one thing that Jigglypuff does not have is large hitboxes. Very small frame, very stubby arms. I believe Jigglypuff's largest hitbox are those forward airs, where they're projecting their feet forward. But that's also their same hitbox, whereas Game & Watch, as you saw, has the snapping turtle. We have the aquarium with the fish, and the bombs, which the bombs are interesting because I believe that is a 2-part hitbox, which makes them less safe on shield because of that. Kind of like the Link's bombs as well.
Will that take a stock? No, it does not. Jigglypuff recovers.
It's very close. But I think it looks like Diego has getting the download on Jigglypuff here.
Once
this was a
more,
strong
the
choice.
juggles are really strong. So explain this to me.
Good
big
read.
Smash. Big smash. When you are thrown off stage and you are in that dizzy state, and this is something I fail to fix when I'm playing myself. What is your window for recovery? Because it seems to me that Jigglypuff, or a lot of players here, seem to recognize when the proper recovery is, and even though they are in that dizzy state, and it seems to me that there's a near impossibility to get back on. Like, how do you fix that?
So, I guess so, I'm not quite sure I'm understanding, but when you get knocked back, certain moves will give you a certain amount of time where you can't really react to anything. You're in hit stun. Once you recover, the larger your percentage, the longer your hit stun. And really, the only way you can reduce that is if you have the fortune to bounce off of a surface and maybe tech it, which immediately puts you out of hit stun. That being said, once your character has recovered, it really just comes down to knowing how many jumps you have left, if any, and what your recovery options are with your specials. That concludes the match with a hammer. Solid, bringing in
Very
retro
strong
games.
showing.
Will always be current. Don't discount the Game & Watch.
Do not discount Mr. Game & Watch. That would be 1-1 at this time. I had to retrieve my controller from the dock. Real quick, the dock tech, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize for the slight technical situation here because my spare controller decided to not turn on all of a sudden. Even though it was pre-charged and prepared for today, seems to have just died on me. This is what you get for buying bootleg controllers, ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah, to answer your question, Limitless, recovery for the most part is a little bit of a mind game because it comes down to how you think your opponent's going to counter you. Though in most cases, there aren't very many options, so it's a very calculated zero-sum kind of state.
I guess it just comes down to experience and how to recognize when and where you can recover and knowing the in-game mechanics. But
now,
right now,
we are seeing Jigglypuff swap to Peach, which are both strong characters with similar aerial playstyles. Peach, much more of a zoner, being able to... You will notice how these competitive formats typically don't have items, because having items, just being able to throw something is a very powerful thing in anyone's kit, and Peach can create items on demand. Fresh, locally sourced radishes, turnips even.
Radishes, very fresh.
The important thing here is one hit while you're mid-jump can really screw up your recovery, because you only get to fire your recovery special typically once until you've landed again. Also, the turnips, ooh, cheeky Toad, very safe, but Game & Watch respecting it and throwing out the shield, knowing about Peach's typical counterplay. One thing to note about these turnips is, if you don't know, they're not all grown the same. Depending on the facial expression, they will hit different.
And is that these turnips hit different? Is that RNG or is that dependent upon a few things?
It is not. It is not a cycle. I believe it is RNG, but you do need to be a little bit aware of the facial expression of the turnip. There is a slight chance that one of them will be a dead ringer and have surprising knockback. But generally, it's more about knocking you out of air, stopping your momentum, and allowing you to follow up with other attacks.
But Peach on a roll here, taking a stock from Mr. Game & Watch. Pandemic really putting it strong here. But they are in trouble of getting stock taken off of them as well, with 147 damage on that stock at this time.
Now, what we are seeing is Diego is trying to do a little bit of counterplay with the turnips with the bucket, because Game & Watch's down B can actually store projectiles and become somewhat like a charge weapon, like Donkey Kong's Punch or Samus's Charge Beam. But we are also seeing trademark Peach being very tricky to knock off, being a floaty with excellent recovery options. Side B from Peach being surprisingly safe.
It is interesting to me that Nintendo can make characters as static as a Mr. Game & Watch into something as alive and as vivid as the one we're seeing right now.
LCD screens, man. They're really cool.
But right now, we are at 115 damage on Mr. Game & Watch, 108 damage on
Good shield,
Peach.
good shield.
Two
Blocking the
stocks
side
each.
B. Trying to read the turnips. But
brief pause, assessing the situation from both characters here. 127 damage on Mr. Game & Watch. We're getting wipes from the stands.
And that is unfortunately a failed recovery, I believe. In order to grab the ledge, Peach had to be facing the opposite way, which is a tricky input with the parasol.
Big for Diego, big for Netscaper.
Gives a little bit extra breathing room, but
return fire coming from Peach here. One stock, both near same damage, a little bit ahead for Mr. Game Watch, but Peach taking that once more. 35% damage, one stock left. 30 for Mr. Game & Watch.
Interesting. So bucket reflects. Looks like the turnip cannot go into the bucket, but it does reflect it. And here we see bacon, fish, Fried eggs, frying pan, bringing on the heat. To no avail. Peach is back. Does not want seconds. Solid hit. Do solid hit. Judgment missing, but Ladder Boy's got it. Reflected turnip.
Oh,
Proper recovery
hipping a
this
whisk.
time by Peach. Still anyone's game. Both players really understanding the matchup. Not quite there. Double smash into charged poker. Game & Watch seals it.
Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. That was a big boy damage coming in hot from Mr. Game & Watch. Netscaper, congratulations. Congratulations.
Peach has been dethroned and Game & Watch is king.
Let's update the scores here. So Netscaper, aka Mr. Game & Watch, will be moving up in the rankings. Just a reminder, if you're not playing as of this time, please leave the room so that we have less lag. So if I could just request Dink, Diego,
I
and
do believe
Raymond.
Dink will be up next, right?
Oh, is he up next? Oh, well, let's stay in the room then. Stay in the room. But Diego and Raymond, Netscaper and Pandemic, if you could just kindly leave the room for now, up until your next battles, so that we have less lag across the board for everybody involved. That would be much appreciated. But right now we have Dink 2 and Grub. We are now at your top 8, ladies and gentlemen. Dink 2 versus Grub. Please enter the main stage.
All right. I am very excited to be here for this one. The Grub and Dink are both great friends of mine. I would love to cast their match.
Yes, I saw you guys up in your Discord having some sparring matches, and I was there to snoop around and see how you guys were doing. You have insider knowledge between these two. You are going to break some friendships tonight, but who do you think will win? Who do you think has the advantage? Who do you think has an advantage in this matchup right now, Phoenix?
I'm a big fan of both of these players. I think that they're both going to put on an amazing showing. You know, the Grub has a extremely refined King DDD, but what I think is kind of the X factor for Grub here that he's going to have to overcome tonight is just the variety of characters that Dink has in his back pocket.
Oh, yes,
It won't spoil anything, but you know, I've seen him play 4, 5 different characters at a very high level, so we'll just have to see what the play is.
Coming down from chat, I do apologize. We've been not necessarily neglecting, but we've been busy with taking care of the tourney. So welcome, Melissums. Welcome, Haven. Sorry, Melissums has been here. Melissums has been doing an amazing job all night long.
Welcome, Loose Cannon Cop.
Thank you so much. Welcome, Loose Cannon Cop. Our good boy, Loose Cannon. Welcome, Josh T. Welcome, Pyrolol. Haven, thank you. Welcome for coming in. Everybody who's here tuning in. Jaden, our boy Jaden Tourniat, aka Fate, thank you for tuning in. Lee Lemon, our big boy Lemon, thank you so much for coming in. Sticky Beer DS, thank you so much for coming in. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Thank you.
Oh, and here so we go. The game begins. Dink says, it was such a great start with Donkey Kong last round. Both players starting off explosively right off the bat.
Oh, these are the fight of the heavies, aka aka my diet routine. Let's go. But King DDD starting is strong. I feel like the stage is too small for these colossal competitors
Titans
right now.
Smash.
You
are absolutely right about that.
I feel like they are trying to put on a small pants into a massive frame. But that is all good because you should love yourself no matter what. That's something I try to tell myself every day.
That's your mental health tip of the day. Lemon, thank you so much for that.
Every day.
And speaking of being all about the mental, Grub and Dink trying to figure out each other's strategies out up in here. Grub is fighting his way back onto stage. Dink was able to fully charge a Donkey Punch while the Grub was away. While the Penguin's away, the Donkey will play and... Oh! Just outspaced it. Dangerous situation for both players right now, sitting at kill percents.
Coming in hot from Melissums. Y'all, the Grub dropped 1.4k betting on himself. A true man of self-belief here. We need that more. That kind of message we need more in life right now. If no one believes in you, gotta believe in yourself. Oh, and Donkey Kong with the carry and the toss, recovering off the stage. 112 damage on Dink, 3 stocks, 2 stocks on Grub, 0 damage. That was beautiful. Is there counterplay to that, Phoenix? If you get grabbed like that?
Well, absolutely, you should be mashing. You should 100% be rotating your stick to try and get out of that situation as quickly as possible. But, you know, whenever you're in that situation, you're at the whims of Donkey Kong. So he could toss you back into the stage, so you have to be ready to tech, or he could toss you off the side to the blast zone. So those are the two, like, top-tier options that you see most frequently. But there's plenty of, like, mix-ups that you're able to do as a Donkey Kong player. So Grub, unfortunately, unable to do anything in that situation. But being stuck in the corner, Dink is not ready for... all the pressure that King DDD can dish out in this situation. Just barely missing the down air there.
This is nerve-wracking. I feel like I am in the presence of gods right now. I feel like this is incredibly high-level Smash play. You know that one episode in Dragon Ball Z when everyone's looking up and Cell and Gohan are fighting and everybody can't follow? That's what I'm feeling right now. Yet again, another carry over into the toss from...
Tech it once, fool me. Tech it twice, shame on you, and all that jazz, right? Oh, goodness gracious. Grub down right now. Oh, the reflected Gordo! These gentlemen are not playing Smash, they're playing ping pong, ladies and gentlemen.
DDD is using geometry versus a monkey. This is high-level maths versus a monkey right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Stay in school, ladies and gentlemen.
Stay in school.
Oh, okay. So, once again, Grub is using that humongous... Oh, the Dink, the SD! Not actually making it to the ledge.
Oh, that was insane! That was insane. That was unintentional SDs. But we have...
Grub, up one game.
Wait, hold on. That's Grub. There we go.
GG, well played, gentlemen. Oh, there was a back and forth match right there, Limit.
It was back and forth match.
So Grub must stick with his current character, but Dink has the option to swap if he so desires.
Real talk though, I genuinely thought that Grub had the advantage. Dink too had the advantage because of how strong of a showing that he presented. But where do you think what caused the DQ the SD there? What happened in his mind for him to self-destruct like that?
So I think what happened there was that Dink was really respecting Grub's options. You know, he had been punished at ledge with Gordo and with dash attack and with jab. So there were a lot of options that were probably going through his mind, and so he was just trying to outrange all of them as well as try to just get back to the ledge as safely as possible. So unluckily for him, he couldn't find the right answer. It was just out of range. And we can see right here just how... Oh, not again! Anything but this!
Once again, the self-destructs are on point right now. I believe Grub is utilizing the... Oh, no! Oh, and is that return? Oh, and he returns! But the edge guarding... What?
Oh.
I cannot breathe.
Grub, you're playing with fire here, friend. I don't know if I completely agree with all these decisions, but it's making for an interesting watch. Oh, here comes the smackdown. Oh, nope. Cancels it at the last second. Grab back throw. This is a prime situation. Oh!
This is... I thought we were playing Smash Ultimate. This is a brawl right now.
Absolutely. We've regressed back in years. Shout out Papa Sakurai. We've regressed back into our brawl days. And with the clap... Oh!
He was planted! He was planted like a tree! And he was sent to the Shadow Realm. 2 stocks both. But Dink on a disadvantage, 103 damage. Coming in hot from Helga Smash. My god, folks, this is a real fight. A real one. Oh, Jet Hammer! Swing and a miss. Being blocked. Being shielded by the Dink here.
Oh! Man, the spacing is just off. It's unfortunate because Dink definitely had the option, but dash attack!
Dash attack!
I can't keep up! Dink is right now on his winner's side life. He really needs to pull out all the stops right now in order to continue on in the winner's bracket here.
I'm just out of words right now. I wanted to ask, are they close friends, Will friendships be broken tonight? What is going on?
I believe that these competitors have put their personal relationship above Smash and above the outcome of this game. So I fully anticipate that no matter what, these guys are going to be
they are very
true
they are very
competitors.
gentlemanly. They love the game and they love each other, and that is what we like to see. That was what we look. And yet another.
Dink puts it all on the line, nothing but respect. But that's it, folks.
That is it. It has been written in the stars. Grub will move on, and Dink, unfortunately, is cast aside for this match. Unfortunately, very well played, Grub. We will update the scores momentarily, but Dink still has an opportunity for redemption. Dink definitely does. Grub moving on to semifinals. But right now, it is your match, Mr.
It
Phoenix,
is.
Versus WTOB. So WTOB, if you could kindly head on to the stage, please, and Grub and Dink, just kindly give them space so that we don't have any unnecessary lag during our tournament here. But I am requesting that WTOB head on to the main stage, aka Josh.
Man, oh man, what a game! Nothing
That
but respect for
was-
both of those players.
Incredible. I mean, I was not expecting to see Donkey Kong's down B midair to help secure the recovery. The ledge game from both sides was incredible. Just wow. Very nimble for such heavy fighters.
Hold on, folks. There we go. So we are just... Oh, wrong controller. It's the one that's not working. But right now, we are just waiting for WTOB to head on to the main stage. Here he is, ready to brawl, ready to fight, and to give us a wonderful show at this time. Dev Phoenix is a prolific user of the Greninja, and we have Robin up in stage, I believe. That is Robin, right? That is Robin.
That is indeed Robin.
Who has the advantage here, Helga?
Caster versus Ninja, really hard to say, because in all the RPGs I've played, both are very contested classes.
That is true.
But it's interesting. Robin brings to the table some zoning options, which are going to mitigate the incredible speed that Greninja is playing to the table. Greninja has a little bit of projectile with a charged shuriken, but it is very linear gameplay. That being said, I think it comes more about who can read the other faster, especially when it comes to Dev Phoenix.
All right. So this is more of a user matchup then. As far as their kits are concerned, it's a excuse me, it's pretty evenly matched, is what you're trying to tell me. It's up to whoever has the better mental state.
Right, but if Robin can set up the zoning with the spells and maintain it, that's going to be difficult for Greninja to break that. However, as we just saw that, Greninja's Shuriken seems to be canceling out Robin's lightning projectile. That is important to note. Good read on Dev, reading the recovery move.
Very strong recovery move there. Very strong answer to the recovery move, rather. We are 2 stocks down for WTOB, 3 stocks still up on Dev Phoenix at 81% damage.
Robin trying to, WTOB trying to get some breathing room. Dev Phoenix just not really allowing it.
Lots of shurikens coming out, but he has opted to stop using that and going in for the face attacks. Getting closer and closer and closer. What is this charge thing that is going on coming in from Robin?
So one thing with Robin is that Robin can actually charge some of their spells, similar to like Samus's charge beam. The longer you hold it, the more powerful or different effects it will gain, and that is true for all of them. I believe it also consumes more spell meter though. I think Robin can actually charge the lightning bolt that is a projectile. But that is what they're fishing for. Whereas Greninja can charge the shuriken, but cannot carry it with them.
Ooh. 157 damage on Dev Phoenix, still holding strong on that first stock. I spoke too soon because as soon as I said it, Robin takes a stock off of Greninja immediately. But right now, WTOB is at a disadvantage at 2 stocks, 105 damage, while Dev Phoenix is sitting fresh at 2 stocks.
Jeff definitely getting a lot of value out of that first stock, but Robin clinging with the zoning gang with the spells, not allowing Dev to get close. If Robin can maintain that, this is going to be a tricky fight. But Dev's ledge game and reading how Robin recovers from the ledge is really good. The trick is getting Robin there. Looks like Dev's had an opening for a while and is maintaining that. WTOB trying to establish and KO'd with a strong up smash.
Yet again, taking another stock from WTOB. Dev Phoenix really dominating this match with his weaving in and out using Greninja.
Definitely fast falling through the platforms too, utilizing the full stage. Greninja is great because they have very good options in any direction while in the air, really. So.
Ooh, and that is game.
Tight.
Just from recovery.
Game.
Very strong showing. Dev Phoenix with his Greninja right now. Do you think we'll see a swap of characters coming from Dink here? Because I believe that is not his main. That is not his well, at least from the performance he's shown here in this tournament.
Well, I think it's possible. I'm not familiar with Dink's full roster, but it's possible that Dink could have other characters that could have a slightly faster matchup against Greninja, or at least one that has less punishable moves.
But here we see WTOB heading out into character select. I think he will be changing characters. But let's check on chat right now. We have WSAD Nick, our good boy Nick, my boy Nick. Coming in hot. Hello, Nick. Welcome, welcome. $6 waifu is the only name of Pyra. Everybody is looking for the Pyra in the stands. Coming in hot with the Genshin emotes with Mika May. But right now, Dink to... Oh, sorry. WTOB.
We're changing that in the chat. It should be WTOB. So
yes.
we have Samus going up against Greninja, which has a lot more options as far as range projectile and a little bit faster as far as aerials go. The other thing to note is that Samus does have a down B, which can provide for some more variation in the recovery options. Grappling hook is something to be noted for getting back on stage 2, but we'll have to see that being used. I believe we probably had an unforced error on Samus's part on that last recovery. Still warming up to the different matchup, but we need to get it right in this one because this is a best of 3.
This is the last opportunity for WTOB to...
Charge beam going out, but Greninja's nimble movement dodging it.
So this is a zoner matchup, is it not?
Samus is definitely a zoner. A lot of elements in their kit. Whereas Greninja is a rushdown. What are your thoughts, Limit?
Well, as a prolific rushdown character myself, with massive difficulty versus zoners, I think it's patience. The answer here for Phoenix is to have the patience. And I think he has it because he is definitely leading ahead.
Oh, solid charged up smash.
Here. And for the zoner player up against a rushdown character, I think, well, at least from my experience, the best way to keep a rushdown character from rushing you down is to destroy their patience, or rather keep hitting your projectiles from a safe distance, ensuring that at least he's blocking until he's tired of blocking. You don't need
and the trick here, like you're saying, is getting that first hit.
That is true. But again, WTOB just needs to keep on tossing those projectiles and keep Dev Phoenix on the defense. Make him block. Because a rushdown player's mentality is they need to get in. They need to get in, or they're running out of time. If you manage to keep them in that mentality...
Solid charge beam hit. Not enough percentage to get the KO, though.
Very dire straits for WTOB here. 117 damage with 1 stock left. Dev Phoenix sitting pretty at 3, even though he has 125. But right now, he is ahead of that by a percent with WTOB.
A lot of kill options here. A lot of kill options.
1 touch, and we're dead. And that is 1 stock taken from Dev Phoenix. Very well played on
Dev
WTOB.
getting a little cheeky.
Oh!
And there we have it for the closer.
Very well played from Dev Phoenix. Yet again, showing tremendous performance here. Unfortunately, WTOB will have to move down in the rankings into the losers bracket. Unfortunately, and he will be facing off with Netscaper, if I'm not mistaken. But right now, let's move forward and ask Mika May onto the stage with Dink 2. Thank you for the predictions, Millisums. And right now we're going to update our bracket here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is once again Dink number 2 versus Mika May, the defender of husbandos.
All right, and I am back. GG,
Welcome
well played,
back,
WTOB.
Dev Phoenix.
What a
Very
game.
Strong
Thank you
showing,
so much.
sir. Very
GG,
strong
well played.
showing. You are up in semifinals with Grub Grub. How do you feel?
You know, this is a tale as old as time. Grub and I are actually former sparring partners whenever we went to tournaments in person. So it's gonna be fun.
Dev,
Give me them hands he asked for him.
He is taunting you up in the stands. Give me them hands. He is.
We have some pretty deep lore that goes between us. He is the villain and I stories.
Ooh, he just called himself the hero and just framed you as the villain, Grub. Are you okay with that? Mika May coming in from the stand saying, I'm scared. Don't be scared, Mika. We are fans. We are eternal fans of the Mick for May here in this channel. As a matter of fact, I would be remiss if I would not give I would be remiss if I would not give all of the streamers here participating a shout out. Mick for May, please watch Mick for May. Amazing streamer. Part of the A-Track gaming group. Wonderful people. Grub, let's give Grub a shout out. Wonderful streamer. I recently watched the stream and was very fun. He's very animated. Is what I would like to say.
Spicy hero pick here. Haven't seen that, but they are competitive. Lots of options with the casting. Brought to you by Dragon Quest. Caster v caster, but hero has some rest down options as a sword fighter, so.
And this is a first, actually. This is a first here in the tournaments that we've been having. We haven't seen a hero player at all, I think. So this is very special. I think bringing in that hero character.
Definitely a competitive pick for the meta. Kind of a wild card because they have a deep spell pool access. As you see, there's a literal drop-down menu, which corresponds to their magic points. They do need to be managing that, though admittedly it's not that difficult to manage when it comes to recovery. But it's just hard to play around, I think, at least 16 or so different moves.
16 moves? That is insane.
Off of that, you know, that's the bonuses of being a caster. Zelda 2 is a caster, but and looks like we saw a spell backfire.
Ooh, and he shrunk. What is the
He did
disadvantages of
shrink.
being a shrunk boy?
Well, you know, some tiny boys do have smaller hurt boxes, and
So
some
is-
characters, much like Gon in Tekken 3 and Yoda in the Soul Calibur series, take advantage of that. Smash, you know, same thing applies.
But before we even noticed, Dink 2 has already taken 2 stocks of Mika May. Very strong showing coming from Hero here. But he is sitting at a very dangerous 100% damage. So Mika May might be able to take a stock here, but she really needs to capitalize on this last stock. Excuse
It's
me.
difficult because I believe Hero did set up a reflect barrier on themselves, which is smart to do against a projectile-based champion.
Oh.
And there we have it. The threat, the ledge guarding potential of just Kabang or all those different spells.
That is insane.
It's incredible.
That is incredibly insane. that kind of like how like I'm scared to go in if you're tossing in massive bombs like that. I'm not touching that. I ain't nobody got time for being touched by a bomb like that. What option did she have? Did she needed to take that bomb? Was that a feasible strategy?
There's not much you can do when you're up against the Luminary hero. You know, if you don't have your Phoenix down and supporting cast to carry you through the battle, it's knockout.
It is knockout. But here we go. Match number 2. Fidink2 and Mika May coming in hot. And the Pokemon stage right now. What strategy changes does Mick for May need to do in order to get the advantage here, or take the
definitely
match?
Very tricky because Dink is very aware the fact that Meek for May is relying heavily on projectile-based moves. I believe the Knight is still treated as if it's a projectile, and notice the spell circle along Hero. I believe that mitigates projectiles to some extent, and if you're not playing around that, then it forces Zelda to focus on their aerials or other melee-based moves. And as we know, most Magic users don't have the best melee moves.
They don't have the best kit in regards to that. They're very...
Not to underestimate Zelda's lightning kick, but the trick is closing the gap.
But right now, they are playing footsies, but Mika May losing one stock already. Dink sitting at a relatively comfy 79% damage at 3 stocks. 100% now. Mika May trying to get that zone in, trying to get the distance. She is dash attacking him to toss him over the stage, but Dink has really good recovery here.
Options were good, the timing not quite there, but solid hit from Mick for May.
Wonderful, wonderful attack coming from Mick for May.
Slowly but surely learning this difficult matchup.
What is this glowing aura coming out from Dink right now?
I'm not familiar with the spell, but basically it's accelerating your jump and movement speed.
Oh, it's a physical buff.
Getting some solid. The crystal, neutral B, some breathing room established.
Okay,
looks like Mick for May has finally figured out Dink's tempo a little bit to give some breathing space.
Very nice. She has finally acquired the download. She's installed fiber internet, ladies and gentlemen, and installed that SSD. Unfortunately, a little too late. Dink taking yet again another stock. Very strong advantage here coming from Dink. Mika May really needs to get some changes here.
It's difficult because Dink is heavily utilizing only one very deep and diverse aspect of their kit, but the problem is Meek for May still has to deal with every other part of Hero's kit.
And Hero just used a Dragon Ball-esque attack coming in hot from Akira Toriyama, and Dink takes the match. Very well played, Dink. Unfortunately, fan favorite Mick for May is eliminated from the tournament at this time. But again, Mika May, fan favorite at all times, all the time. Thank you so much for coming to Slam. We love you here. Once again, can we give a shout out to Mika May, for coming over to Slam here at the tournament. Guys, if you guys like what we do here, Mika May is an amazing content creator, variety streamer, genuinely fun. And also, I would be remiss, as of this time we are at the midpoint of our tournament, so while I still have your attention, I would be remiss if I would not to give the wonderful people supporting us, making this competition a possibility. Shout out to the wonderful and amazing and illustrious Melissums. Please do watch Melissums. If you like what we do here, if you like supporting the channel, please support Melissums, because again, what we do here, it's impossible if we don't have Melissums supporting us here in the channel. And yet again, Dev Phoenix.
Yes, sir.
Dev Phoenix, if you are not following Dev Phoenix, what are you doing with your life? Because personally, I'm a fan. I am a big fan of Dev Phoenix. Like real talk, if you guys want to find me, when I'm not streaming, I am probably in their streams, and this is real talk. If I'm not here, I am in their streams, and yet again, I am awaiting for the return of Helga Smash into streaming. So once my boy Helga Smash returns,
once in a blue moon,
once my boy returns from to streaming, please do support my boy Helga Smash. Guys, thank you for supporting this channel. You guys are our brothers, your family, and you guys know I love you. And everybody watching here in this chat, please do support our wonderful commentators and mods here. But right now, we'll move forward with the tournament. WTOB with Netscaper, please, next on stage. We will find out who will move on to the semifinals at this time.
This is gonna be huge. Thank you so much for the shout out, Limit. I hope you know that the feelings are mutual. Everyone, I am Dev Phoenix. I love streaming fighting games and factory games. If you enjoy hanging out and having good vibes, come check me out. But you're in the right place right now because we are yet not done with this amazing game. We are about to see who makes it into losers semifinals, WTOB or Netscaper. So both of these players, truly accomplished individuals, ones who made it this far on accident. What's your take, Limit?
I am a massive fan of Netscaper at this time. They have a massive player pool, but Dink is a tremendous fighter. So while I do like the diversity Netscaper brings to the table, not sure if they can handle the skill that WTOB will be bringing forth.
It's an interesting pick, you know. I don't think Netscaper is a hero player. At least we haven't seen them pick it up so far. But they must have known the two characters that WTOB plays, Samus and Robin, and thought this might be the right matchup call. But of course, they're keeping their slick blue, their former Game & Watch teal, which obviously top tier color.
Top tier, absolutely. Right up there, right next to red.
Ooh, I don't know, man. That might be a make or break sort of friendship thing if you're a red stan.
I am both a blue and a red stan. If you've noticed our channel colors, they're equally loved in this channel.
Wow, playing both sides of the field, I can appreciate it. But back to the action at hand. Both these players are trying to get each other's footing. Right now, Netscaper has a pretty sizable lead over WTOB. Or I'm sorry, no, that's the percent. Oh no, what's this?
Oh no!
Ooh, what you say? So you're about to get demonetized because of our beautiful voices, but WTOB, lucky break for them, gets an SD. Unfortunate for Netscaper here. We'll just have to see what the response is. I think that Diego is looking through the spellbook bounce, just as Helga Smash had mentioned last time. That's going to be a great boon to, especially in a matchup with a lot of projectiles, which both of the characters that WTOB plays have.
That explosion though, sending Robin out of the stage.
Basically back to even Stevens as far as my count is.
Yes, we are now at 2 stocks each with relatively same damage right now. Very even.
There's the bounce that we were talking about. WTOB trying to wait it out. He has to play a more playstyle now. Waiting it out, very smart. But Diego, on the other hand, he can use projectiles all he wants. And just like that, the bounce is over. The horror of no projectiles for poor Robin has come to an end, if only temporarily. And Diego continues to cycle through their spellbook to see what is the answer to Robin's pressure. Oh! That was a gentlemanly moment right there, Limit. I don't know if you caught it. Oh, the sleep, Diego. Say it ain't so. Okay, good wake up.
Oh, I was cycling through our comments actually. I apologize. I did miss it. Can you explain what happened?
Oh, you had to be there. It's a-okay, but getting into the action now.
It's a had to be there moment. All right, copy that. I apologize.
Absolutely.
I do need to pay attention to multiple things at the same time. I apologize.
No, you were good. You are the host extraordinaire. Oh! WTOB says, I can also fully charge my my neutral B. Thank you very much.
There we go. Recovery coming in hot from Netscaper.
Oh my goodness. Netscaper, I mean, WTOB has to manage the spell books, but Diego has a straight up MP bar, and it's looking pretty empty right now. The specials might be on pause for a little while.
Oh.
Not a problem.
Netscaper taking it again. Another stop from WTOB. WTOB not looking so good right now. But there is still very high hopes coming in for Diego. Coming in for WTOB because Diego or Netscaper is at 160% damage. One false move from Netscaper could mean stock, and that would bring them back to equal. Ooh, big swings, but shielded.
Unfortunately for Netscaper, he didn't have enough mana for the fully charged side B. Disaster. He can't get the crackle out. But he's, with a lost stock comes new opportunities back to 100%. Snooze, not going to be able to capitalize off of this, unfortunately. But he is doing his very best. WTOB on the ledge, not a problem. Able to scoop his way back in. Both players trying to decide how best to approach. And it seems right now the best approach is to not approach. That's a very meta pick.
That is true. Sometimes
not
the best
everyone...
approach is to not approach. You don't want to.
It's like that thing that people say all the time that the best defense is a great offense, but in this case, the best approach is to not approach.
That is true. That is true.
To all the JoJo fans, this must seem completely out of the ordinary.
I know.
Oh, you're approaching me? I can't hit you from all the way over there. What is this? We have two wizards at battle.
I did not know we're playing Hogwarts, but yet again, here we are.
Oh, now that's a great question, Limit. What is your Hogwarts house? Do you know what it is?
I think when I did the quiz, I think I got Ravenclaw, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, interesting. I am a Hufflepuff for life.
Hufflepuff
Man, we're
as
about
well.
to see a... Yo, Helga Smash, my guy, you understand. We're about to see a timeout, and WTOB with less percentage actually will be the one to take the game.
That would be it. That would be it. WTOB taking match number 1. But that was incredibly evenly matched. Real talk.
Absolutely.
But before we move forward, Melissa in chat is asking for everybody, please, everybody in chat, casters, let's hydrate. We need to keep hydrated. We need our health. So please take a swig of whatever choice drink you have. I am personally a stan of the cool crisp taste of Diet Pepsi. I do have a couple of cans in front of me right now. I am taking a swig of it. We are not sponsored, by the way. But at this
I myself. Ooh, go ahead.
But that's time. Netscaper decided not to take the character change. But go on, Phoenix. Sorry.
Oh, I was just about to comment what I was hydrating with this evening. So myself, my poison of choice is some pomegranate tea and lemonade. So I have myself an arm. Quite fancy.
Delicious.
Absolutely.
Some fancy drinks. Helga Smash. What are you drinking right now?
I am drinking only the finest tap water that
finest
Oregon can
tap
offer.
Ooh.
The classic, Can't go wrong with that one.
Back to the basics.
You know what? That is actually the optimal drink. Without any hint of sarcasm, that is actually the optimal drink. Drinking water. Water is the healthiest choice. Giga drink, that is true, coming in for hot from Melissa's. But right now Diego is in a dire strait. 83 damage with 3 stocks. WTOB showing strong at 57%. Big damage coming from WTOB landing that spell.
Oh, and no jump for Diego here. He's going to have to expend a lot of mana in order to get back right now. Great heads up play by... Wow, how did that miss?
I have no clue. Janky
That lightning ball
hitboxes.
went straight through. Yeah, that must have been some
Sakurai
ZX
fixed the game.
shenanigans. Yeah. What was that?
How does Hero recover MP?
That was
So
crouch
Hero-
frames on landing.
Must have been, right? So, Hero recovers MP by attacking with like grabs, regular neutral attacks, aerials, anything that doesn't use a special move. He also gets full HP or full MP upon losing the stock. So he, in order to balance out his spellbook playstyle, he needs to get in and up close and personal with some martial attacks. So you'll notice every single time he lands a hit or loses a stock, that MP bar is just going to tick right back up to a hundo.
But WTOB returning fire immediately coming from Netscaper. Both of these guys evenly matched. I am not going to be surprised if yet again we see a sudden death situation. Now regarding Robin's kit, the spells that he has, there are bars above it. What does that explain?
So like we were saying, Hero has an MP gauge for all of his moves. WTOB has a MP gauge for each type of move he has. So his fire actually has a different mana pool than all of his other abilities, making him a very complex character to really pick up, because every single time you use a move, you're expending some sort of resource that he has. So he definitely has a high skill ceiling. Look at this, and even using his main recovery option, his up B right there, the wind.
And once the wind runs out, he's out. It's broken. So they're
he's
pulling
gonna,
that mechanic from the actual Fire Emblem games.
That's right. In order for that to come back, he's just going to have to stick around on stage and try not to get knocked off for too long. One of the worst parts about playing as Robin is being knocked off stage whenever your wind book is off to cooldown. It's definitely a not so good feeling.
Oh, but there is a way to recover it then. It's not permanently gone.
Oh, absolutely. Just like you'll naturally gain it over time once you fully use the book. So.
I see. Oh, there we go. WTOB with a big smash right there, taking out Diego Netscaper once more with one more stock left in his arsenal. Very dire straits for Netscaper. Loses this, he is out.
WTOB right now is trying to expend that win book, and there it goes. So now he's back trying to recharge. So as long as he doesn't get knocked off in the next 10 seconds, WTOB is going to be full up on his recovery and his rapid jab, so it's not going to be too much of a problem with it. And you can see that actually that's his plan, to kind of wait out Netscape over here.
But coming in hot from the stands, Grub is saying, that happened to me when I tried out contacts for the first time. Cried on the bathroom floor for 5 minutes. Washed my hands, did my second eye. 5 more minutes of crying. Lots of tears being shed in the stands right now.
Oh no. Say it, and so goodness gracious, Netscaper is trying to pull out all the stops to try and conclude this match as quickly as possible. Being at 101% puts him at a massive disadvantage. Going for the whack, not going to land. And WTOB has the lead right now. It's a tricky spot to be in.
100% damage on both sides, but Diego Netscaper at the back foot here with one stock left. He really needs to take that stock off WTOB and just put it on equal footing if he wants to stay here. Good recovery. Edge guarding. Strong on WTOB though.
Good catch on the jump there. You know, we were talking earlier about how King DDD has great tools to keep you in a corner, and so does Robin. Good game, well played.
But Robin for WTOB takes it. That would move WTOB up in the rankings right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have our semi-finals contestants. Ladies and gentlemen, your semi-finals participants are... Once this stops, there we go. Grub, Dev Phoenix, Dink2, and WTOB. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a clamor from the stands asking for the $6 waifu, and we have yet to see a $6 waifu coming in this tournament, because for the Smash veterans here, as well as the Milk Cup veterans, not a single tourney have we had not seen a Pyra Mithra, and this would be a first. And there are many stands or the Pyra and Mithra coming in hot for these tournaments that we're holding. But right now we have our good friend Dev Phoenix and Grub coming on stage. Helga, what do we think? Friendships
First, I'd just like to say we just have to wait and DLC. But anyway, as far as Dev Phoenix and Grub go, whew, impressive play on both sides. It would be unfair to call it. Both have incredible reaction time. Both have incredible reads as far as what I've seen. I don't want to say anything and get jinxed.
Helga Smash is a veteran commentator and is deferring his comments and refusing to give these wonderful participants their commentator's curse. Please vote for these amazing competitors. See who wins. Dev Phoenix finally bringing out the Terry from KOF, and we have Grub with the ever ominous presence of King DDD. Advantage Dev Phoenix right now.
I think as long as Grub can keep Dev above the platforms and whatnot, I think DDD is going to have a stronger advantage. But Dev playing very safe, much respect, strong shields. You can see with the spacing. Solid hammer. There goes the Gordo. Good grabs. DDD known for fast grabs. The trick is just getting up there. Trying to punish the landing. Dev sticks it. Powering through the fire with a hammer. Fast aerials. Good cancels on both sides. Then Grub connects. Solid hammer. Going for the ledge.
He has go available though. Will he land? Will he land that big finisher move though?
Grub keeping Dev off tempo.
Oh, I think
Dev
that was a mistake.
fighting.
I think that was a mistake. Oh, Dev Phoenix. That was a
And
self-destruct.
reset. Dev using the invincibility frames for some free damage. Grub.
Was that a homie stock? In your experience, Helga Smash, was that a homie stock? It seeed to me in my amateur.
It's hard to have not see it that way, but if it was either homie stock or some disrespect from Grub.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there, I would be calling him
solid
out if
trap.
I did not know that these guys are very good
Dev
friends.
is backed in a corner, clearly closing the gap though. Grub with solid recovery options, protecting the landing, sticking it. Dev just fighting to get in there.
But once again, coming into that confidence, Melissa's telling everybody, Grub betted 2.6k points on himself yet again. The confidence of this man, we should all emulate. We should all emulate the wonderful confidence Grub has in his health. But right now, advantage Grub. One stock Dev Phoenix, 117% on Grub with 2 stocks.
Grub just really looking to solidify it, making slightly riskier plays,
Ooh.
playing off the edge of the map. DDD still has strong recovery, so he can afford this recklessness.
Will Terry use the super and take that free stock? Oh,
And
that
there
is
we
death.
have it, folks.
That is death. Very well played, Grub. Terrence couldn't cut it. Should go back to KOF.
King of fighters, more like King DDD.
Coming in from the stands, Grub is saying, it wasn't disrespect. I'm just weak to F smash at ledge. Dev knows I never homie stock. Oh, there we go. There's your answer. There's the mystery solved right there. But we are now heading into match 2 between Grub and Phoenix, both on King DDD and Terry. I was gonna say Terrence. I'm just so used to calling him Terrence. My memes are affecting my speech. But here we go. Big opener for Grub, landing a big hit on Dev Phoenix immediately.
Interesting, running it back.
I do believe that Dev Phoenix did declare at some point that his true main was indeed Terry from KOF.
I did hear him say that.
And I personally, coming in from a traditional fighting game background, the ability to turn naturally is a massive advantage compared to having a typical Smash character, making sure orientation is correct at all times. If this is a crutch that Dev Phoenix is using, I believe he has at least less things to worry about other than his inputs. Now we have Grub at 144% damage at 3 stocks, 83% damage on Dev Phoenix at 3 stocks as well. Very dire straits looking for Grub here, but more damage means more damage. More damage taken in means more damage to dish out, as per Smash. When people die, you kill them. Apparently,
Damage begets damage.
yes,
as
damage
we all
begets
know.
damage.
Unfortunately, King DDD's girth is definitely mitigating that high percentage, making Dev have to work much harder to knock him out.
Will he use that Godo for the finisher? Because that is a confirmed stock, but I feel like he wants to use that on a fresh DDD. But if he waits too long, then It will be all for naught because he might be knocked out himself.
It's definitely use it or lose it.
Oh,
Any
there we
JRPG
go, and he
player
did
knows. And
not
there we
use
have, and
it.
he maintains the go.
There we go.
Whoa.
No, it didn't land.
So he gets to keep it even if he whiffs it.
Yeah, I think if you take again, I'm not entirely sure. Sorry, but
Sure.
I feel like if you take a stock or if you use the super, it lands. That's when it gets taken away from you.
Okay.
So you don't have it constantly on you just to make it more balanced.
Gotcha.
Much like
Dev's,
how Kazuya's is his comeback mechanic.
Dev's
Anybody
still
in
having
the
a slight
chat, please
advantage
confirm
here.
if that is correct. I do not want to give out false information here. But Dev Phoenix looking really strong right now. 115% damage on Grub Grub.
They definitely picked up the tempo from the first match, and it's really showing that this is a much more even, if not slightly favoring Dev now. Dev playing it safe from underneath the platforms. DDD trying to get the chain up airs.
Ooh.
Dev says no. Grab into.
As an experienced DDD player, Helga, what do you think Grub Grub needs to do here in order to secure the victory?
Well, ideally, and I'm not going to say I'm the best one, but if I'm a DDD player, I usually try to get my opponents above me, above the platforms, so I can reach for my up airs or other aerial options. I don't really like playing laterally since a lot of my forward attacks are usually slow unless I'm doing a forward tilt. But I think the forward tilt can definitely be punished since Dev has a projectile, which is why we're probably not seeing it.
227 damage on Grub Grub. Very rarely do we see damage counters being this high, especially in this tournament.
My guess is that the conditions for Terry's kill aren't easy to land based on how DDD plays. Also, there's a lot of respect. And we have the Gordo Reflect. It is a double-edged ability.
Oh, but return fire immediately from Grub Grub, making that all for naught from Dev Phoenix. So right now we're back to square one, essentially. But if Grub Grub will show the same tenacity with two stocks with Dev Phoenix against that, I think they have the advantage here. I feel like, I know the numbers show differently, but I feel like this is basically irrelevant at this point.
I don't know. I feel like...
we're going to sudden death. We're going to sudden death. And
if he can maintain the percentage, which he does,
oh,
and the match goes to Terry.
Phoenix with the cheeky. I'm going to run off the stage for the last few seconds so I can win.
Dev showing the Gorman DDD a taste of defeat.
Wow. Wow. Oh, coming in hot from Young Deer. Right now, Young Deer, this is semifinals actually. We're at winner semis. But very well played, Phoenix. Right now we're 1-1. Grub Grub, do you think he will opt for the character swap at this time?
At this point, I think the matchup is balanced enough that there isn't really anything to opt into changing a character here, and it's more just getting in the head of your opponent. Half the battle is the characters, but the other half is in the head. So it really just comes down to, can one or the other get in the other's head?
I was gonna make a very inappropriate joke, but we'll save that later for a different tournament.
Keeping it PG FGC.
We're keeping it PG up in here.
Dev getting some solid consecutive hits on this DDD. Grub Grub not quite getting the tempo yet, but lands a solid down B. Tricky with the charge into a side smash. Going for the Gordo offstage, but Dev recovers.
Dev has the go though. Will he land the big hits?
I don't know, with the way Grub Grub's playing, I'm not sure that Dev will go anywhere.
But he does
There we
have
have
to. His kit does.
And the dash!
Irrelevant now because his stock is taken, but Grub's tenacity is insane. I feel like Dev Phoenix is really up against a wall here. It's his patience is what's being tested here more than anything else.
And that's all that Dev, I think, has in this matchup, is waiting for the long ending leg of DDD's moves and getting in that opening.
Coming in hot, Melissa is saying Grub's got them big tank combos, but Dev's got the agility. Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm. We've seen this trope time and time again, and typically agility favors over girth.
Oh, good grabs coming in from Dev Phoenix. Once again, Grub with the high damage percentages, but his tenacity is insane. Will Phoenix be able to close this out? Or is this damage percentage boost something that Grub is actually looking for to get those big hits in?
I don't think anyone looks for the high damage percentage boost. It just comes naturally. And when you're DDD, because you have that, you're such a heavy character and it takes a lot more to get you off stage, it comes to you naturally. But on top of and there we have the Gordo catch into Gordo catch. Oh, Dev makes it back on stage. This is where DDD wants to be. Dev fighting for life.
I'm at the edge of my seats, ladies and gentlemen.
This isn't looking good.
Oh, and the bounce off the stage! What a god!
Brutal.
Return fire, but Grub at advantage, 2 stocks. It's fucking insane.
DDD going for the juggle with the up airs. Keeping Dev off stage.
Ooh.
Risky, but Dev navigates the ledge recovery properly. Weaving between the Gordo and the charge hammer. Delicate. Dev playing like a surgeon.
Oh, and he has the go. Now he has that comeback mechanic. Will he use it? I've yet to see Dev Phoenix use any of the special mechanics that Go has to offer for Terry here.
I think that might be in due because there's a lot of respect towards Grub and possibly on whiff.
Oh, there we go, landing one of them. Not the big one though. He has yet to land the big attack.
He has go, but does he have the go ahead?
Ooh.
DDC and the DI. He's still here. He's not quite out. Can he recoup, racking up damage? Still having to weave in between all these deadly hits. Things are looking grim. Neutral.
Ooh!
Side
And that is game! Grub taking the double U for the double win. Grub moves on ahead.
Is this best of 5 or no? We're not finals yet.
No, this is not finals yet.
Okay.
So only 3 matches have best of 5s. That is your winners, that is your losers, and that is your grand finals. But right now, Grub is moving on ahead, and unfortunately for Dev Phoenix, he is dropping down in the bracket. He will be facing off whoever wins the next battle that we have, Dink 2 versus WTOB. Let's update the scores here. So WTOB and Dink 2, please head on to the stage. So Grub is now it's now in finals.
I could not have asked for better games. Grub, GG, well played, friend. You know, I really do miss the play in person. So this is just a good return to form. This is exactly what I remember play. You trounced me a couple of times, and then we... but not to mention what's happening now. Dink versus WTOB. All right. The Grub crew, the Grub Club, as I like to call them, are showing up in full force this evening. This is going to be an absolute banger of a match. Helga, what are your thoughts, friend?
Oh, well, my father will have a mouthful of food.
Ooh, he was so hungry for this match that he couldn't help but indulge himself. I am all about it. Dink sending WTB, I thought that was a spike. I was ready to pop off and
Is
say
that the
something
cool
about the Shadow Realm.
taste of Domino's, Helga Smash?
No, today food is brought to you by Gordettos, hashtag not sponsored.
I love me some Gordettos. They're so good.
But anyway, we have Dink on Donkey Kong and WTOB on Robin. I'm always impressed by seeing just how nimble these Donkey Kong players are.
You know, I absolutely couldn't agree more. The Dink really has a lot of character expression whenever it comes to this particular fighter out here in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He likes to use a lot of grabs, a lot of back airs, but more importantly, I feel like his Congo game is a little bit or Conga game is a little bit not up to snuff compared to other ones. What are your thoughts? Oh my goodness, drifts back into the lightning.
Are you saying the big monkey can't dance?
I'm saying that he is going to do his best to try and make Robin dance just like that. Evened up 2 stocks apiece. Goodness gracious.
The grab the stage spike is always deadly and scares me every single time. Something about just hanging out in the void, and yet this Donkey Kong has no fear.
You know, I think that's what it really takes in order to play Donkey Kong at a high level, is just not being get into his face, not being afraid to go off stage and send them to the blast zone where they belong. So, great stuff, great showing so far.
Loving the Nosferatu out of the Robin.
Wow. I don't know if WTOB was expecting just a neutral release, so I don't know if he was buffering anything, but an unfortunate delay caused that up B to not connect with the platform, bringing Dink up right now. Yes, indeed. Ooh. So right now, both of these players are at least guaranteed 4th place. And one of them will be moving on to face off in the losers finals. It's going to be a great match.
Facing you.
Yeah,
I didn't want to name names.
It still seems very even.
Here's the thing. Who do you want to fight between these two? Let's be honest.
You know, who do I want to fight?
Yes.
You know, I am happy to face off against both of them. These are both great competitors. But if I had to play favorites right now, my boy Dink and I were warming up before this. And I really enjoyed our matches, and to have him showcased on this stream, you know, I would love to see us go the distance in bracket.
Absolutely. But looking at our situation right now, at our board state, we have Dink at an advantage, even though he has 170 damage on himself. WTOB is sitting in a very precarious 1 stock 34 damage.
There it is, no tuck.
That is, will he recover? Not a recovery. That was wacky. That was wacky. There's some wacky shit going on from coming Donkey Kong. What a goof. What a goof, Donkey Kong. Very well played.
Wow, what a way to close off that match. You know, lots of stage spikes coming out that match. I'm hoping to see WTOB adjust and just be ready with the finger on the trigger, ready to tech that in the next coming bout, because Dink is stuck on Donkey Kong after all. But you know, gotta stick with your guts. Robin is the way to go.
No character swaps coming in from both of these players though. So once again, we have the Donkey Kong versus Robin matchup.
All right, so once again, I'm surprised to see Dink not starting off by charging off Donkey Punch. That's not usually his MO. Bongo Congos into the grab up throw up air. But, ooh, no tag. Oh,
will he recover? Will he recover? No, that's not a recovery. What a cheeky attack!
I'm telling you, man.
Attack!
Dink is sitting at a solid, was sitting at a solid 0%. So that we could say that was technically a 0 to death right there. So WTOB, I think that what they're lacking in this matchup is the reaction time of teching the stage. It might not be something that they're truly used to, so a tricky situation.
Well, yet again, we are now back in the action. I don't know if Dink will try another cheeky attack like that, or if WTO will be wise to his shenanigans. The zoning is coming out from WTOB right now.
Oh!
Big damages coming from WTOB. Right now, Donkey Kong is in dire straits. But yet again, he gets grabbed. He got too close. Don't
WTOB! Let's tech it, yo!
Do not pet the monkeys. Do not feed them. Don't get close to the glass. Don't tap it. These monkeys are out here. They are mad. Never tap the glass, ladies and gentlemen. You will be grabbed.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh!
Oh, big damages. Big damages coming in from WTOB, sending Dink out of the stage. Right now, it's 2 stocks each, but advantage Dink being fresh off of that stock. 109% damage down to the WTOB. But I think WTOB is aware of what he should do, but the execution is not there because he still is coming in close to the monkey, tapping the glass. Have you not learned your lesson? Do you not watch TikTok memes about children doing this? This is very unsafe behavior.
Dink is up 1 stock, has some room to play. WTOB on the back foot right now, back to the ledge, able to sneak back in, but Hyper Armor up B on stage is gonna send him over. See ya later.
Very nice performance coming in hot from Dink here.
Good
Dink
game,
takes
well played.
Dink takes it very casually. Very strong showing, Dink. Unfortunately, that would knock out WTOB in this tournament. 4th place secured. Dev Phoenix, get in there. It's
oh man, he has hot hands. Everyone wish me luck. Dink, good luck, have fun. Is this one a best of 5?
This one now is best of 5. This is losers finals, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of this, I actually believe, yet again, we may have had a miscalculation on the number of matches because there is no winners finals. Essentially, semifinals was winners finals for the winner's side. So Grub will have his best of 5 against whoever wins this one, but losers round 5 will be indeed our losers finals. Top best of 5 matches. Whoever hits 3 first, that is the winner of this battle. But ladies and gentlemen, you have Dev Phoenix and Dink 2 coming hot on the stage right now here at the Smash number 2, numero 2. Essentially the 4th Smash tournament we've had ever. But right now we have Donkey Kong and Greninja coming in hot on this stage. Everybody put your predictions up. Who will win this match of giants?
Definitely a lot of respect, a lot of good spacing, waiting to get the first hit. Donkey Kong can get some solid hits on Greninja. Greninja's just out of there, but Greninja is very quick and a very small target. One thing that Greninja definitely does have that Donkey Kong doesn't is access to the Water Shuriken, which is a ranged move. That'll definitely be good. If Dev can get Dink off stage, it can mess up Dink's recovery options.
Greninja does what Donkey Kong don't, is what you're saying.
This is very true.
Gotta show love to the DK coming in from my boy Phoenix Yoki.
Ooh, well navigated, Dev. Donkey Kong just letting Dev auto match out because it's a very predictable spacing.
Ooh, big
for
smash coming in
Greninja.
from Dev Phoenix.
Dev pulling ahead. Dev has plenty of recovery options though, and is familiar with the side stage spike. That is definitely one gimmick
Ooh.
that'll be harder to land.
Dev Phoenix not falling for the trap that is the Donkey Kong carry. Oh, there we go, mashing out as suggested. He does know what to do. He is aware of the tech here. Oh, but he is planted. He's like a tree and sent out into the stars, taking 118 damage at a comfy 3 stock. So Dink still is in the back foot right now.
We are still getting into mind game territory because even though the gimmick with the stage spike is still very real, Donkey Kong does have a minefield laid out whenever he does get Dev off the stage like that.
But he is juggled in the air off the stage, and right now Dev Phoenix sitting at a comfy 3 stocks, even though he has 119 damage. Dink is in a very dangerous 1 stock though.
Very true. Very true. Shadow Sneak into ledge is safe.
Ooh, is that recovery?
2. Shadow Sneak into, I can't remember what waterfall maybe? Up B? It's tricky because you can't actually see the pathing, but Greninja does have a hitbox all along Shadow Sneak.
Oh. But a good job for Dink securing that stock. Dev Phoenix is now at 2 stock. I know Dink is on the back foot here, but we do know the power of a Donkey Kong, and it is very sizable. Dink is definitely not out of this match yet. And
No, he is not, but power can only do much against good foresight. Dev trying to cover his options by throwing out the charged water shuriken. Donkey Kong opts to recover low. Dev looking to land the final hit.
Ooh.
Goes for substitute for lethal.
substitute into a kill. Dev Phoenix winning with style.
That is style.
That
Wow.
is match number 1 coming to Dev Phoenix versus Dink. Very well played, Phoenix.
Incredible, and lots of respect for ending on that substitute. That's such a tricky move to, I mean, you can get the counter, but getting the hitbox lined up to actually knock out with it?
That is
Wow.
insane. What a god. This man is showing mastery. Oh, they're jumping right into it. No character change. Let's go. Once
Okay.
again.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, once again, Greninja versus Donkey Kong. Let's get it on.
Dink fights to the beat of his own drum. Here comes Donkey Kong. What does he bring to the table now?
Bananas. That's what he brings to the table. If you guys watch the animated series that is Donkey Kong, it's all about bananas.
We don't talk about the anime series, but it's Donkey Kong.
Every episode is about bananas. How he loses his power because he doesn't have bananas. How he cheats on his girlfriend because he wants bananas. It's all about bananas. That is what Donkey Kong brings to the table. But right now, once again, Donkey Kong doing the grab into the ledge. But Dev Phoenix knows the tricks. He has gone wise to these tricks because they are constant sparring partners.
Both of them are fishing for the advantage on hit to shield. Back and forth, but whenever Donkey Kong connects, the damage is very solid, so Dev having to work much harder to get that one stock.
I'm just very curious. Sidebar here, Helga Smash. I personally found the Donkey Kong animated series to be a wonderful tromp. Is it the consensus of the community that show is cursed?
So I'm gonna ask you, when did you last watch the Donkey Kong anime?
I was very
series?
young.
I too was very young, but and while I did like it in my youth, I mean, it kind of lacks substance. I think Donkey Kong is best on the Super NES, and while all the revivals in the more modern, note here that Dink took a stock off Dev. He
That
is
is
not
true.
monkeying around.
He is not
all
monkeying around.
business.
Absolutely.
Note the tie. This is business apparel right here.
Business apparel, and right now, Dev Phoenix's Greninja wearing a scarf, very inappropriate in the workplace. And not only that, that's his tongue. So
Not only that,
it's a scarf and his tongue, incredibly inappropriate.
Greninja making sure to get his licks into a KO.
Phoenix Yo coming in hot, saying that I like the Sonic cartoon, all about them chili dogs. B. Sonic the Hedgehog is indeed one of the better cartoons back in the 90s.
Not gonna lie, a really good chili dog makes my day.
Chili dogs. I do love myself a wonderful, wonderful chili dog. It does make someone's day.
The match seems to have stabilized. Both of them have a better read of what they're all about. So now it comes down to who can slip up first.
That is true. It's pretty even right now. I know the numbers say otherwise. Dev Phoenix had a disadvantage, but it's roughly the same, to be honest. Oh, and Donkey Kong really throwing in that
close.
late throw from the jump. He usually opts to toss him into the stage for a wall bounce, but I feel like he's getting riskier and riskier with these plays because he knows that Dev Phoenix knows what to do. So he's
No, he's opting for the kill with the throw there. That
there
was
we
very
go,
close
and he
to the
does
guy
secure it this
beforehand.
time. Dink on an advantage, 2 stocks, 90% damage. Dev Phoenix sitting in a very dangerous one.
Dink picking up the tempo with his aerials.
Ooh, was that a counter? Was that supposed to be a counter?
Counter with long ending lag.
But it does not connect. The gamble does not pay off. Tornado attack coming in from Donkey Kong, hitting it, tossing out so much damage over to Dev Phoenix. Dev Phoenix in a very dangerous situation here. Oh, once again he gets grabbed, and that's not a kill. That is a kill. Big hugs. Very well played, Dink 2. 1-1 right now in your losers finals. Ladies and gentlemen, well played, Dink 2. Will Dev Phoenix change his characters at this time?
Dink has definitely figured out his win condition in his matchup, so it's just up to Dev whether or not he'll stick with Greninja, and he does.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a match. Oh my god, these games are very exhilarating. I need a restock of the cool crisp taste of Diet Pepsi. Ooh, big damage is coming out from Dink right now. 33% damage on Dev Phoenix. It seems to me that there is quite some lag coming in. But hopefully that is not affecting our players. It seems to not affect them. They are keeping on.
Percentages are evened up, but Donkey Kong's girth kind of counteracts that. Greninja's got Dink off stage. Can he capitalize? No. Donkey Kong recovers with Tornado. And if you hold shield too long, it does get smaller, which is why we saw Dev Phoenix opt for the down tilt to go beneath the shield.
Oh, big damage is coming out from Greninja right now. But as someone as tanky as Donkey Kong, I don't think that amounts to much. If anything, that would only empower him for those big swings. And right now, he is grabbed yet again, tossed into the stage.
Tech by Dev.
Wonderful tech, securing that he will not die to that. Oh, big hit coming from Donkey Kong at the recovery.
And that is the problem with Dev's recovery. The waterfall, the up B, doesn't actually have much damage when you're coming at you with it. It's all on the underside, which left him very vulnerable to Donkey Kong's counterplay.
Very strong coming in from Dink. Do you think that was calculated, or was that a happy coincidence?
Well, the thing is with Greninja is, depending on where you throw them, you know exactly how they're going to recover. Shadow Sneak can give a little bit of horizontal gain, but typically it's all about that up B, which is similar to Pikachu's agility. However, the hurt box is underneath Greninja's feet, so if he's coming at you, you're safe to punish.
Oh.
Greninja does not want to be recovering.
He's
with his
basically
up B.
faced backwards towards you.
Exactly.
In that sense. But once
So
again, a
Dink
grab
is-
here.
Dev trying to get some ground, getting out of this corner. It's tricky.
Oh my god, Dink is just throwing his weight around in this stage right now. Very superior, very strong coming in from Dink. Greninja needs to get some footing here.
It's definitely tricky with Donkey Kong's long limbs and hurt boxes, whereas Greninja's, most of the useful ones in this matchup are going to be very close to Greninja's body. So he's always going to be in harm's way. And you can't really afford to trade blows with Donkey Kong.
You can only afford to trade bananas. That is a trade he's willing to take.
And we have side B, but could not punish.
He is planted yet again like a tree.
Dev is messing with his release timing, so he doesn't get
and
comboed by
a
smash
big
butt.
stun and a taunt. Oh my god, the disrespect. Oh no, friendships are being broken tonight. But well played, Dink 2. Well
That's
played.
what happens when you break shield.
You didn't need to do him like that, bro. You didn't need to hurt his feelings. You already won. Yeah, somebody clip that, please, Dink. Somebody clip that. You didn't need to hurt his feelings. but you did it anyway. Dev Phoenix coming in with the character change, I believe. This is a best of 5, meaning Dink 2 is at match point. Dev Phoenix needs to shake it up, as it were. Oh! Dev Phoenix coming in with calisthenics with Wii Fit Trainer. We have some downward dogs coming in hot from Dev Phoenix right now, ladies and gentlemen.
So one cool thing that Fitness Trainer brings to the party here is that has a couple more projectiles to add to the mix, which allows Dev to play a bit more of a bobbing and weaving, slight keep away game, which he couldn't really do with Green Ninja before because only having access to the Shuriken. I'm not sure about how Wii Fit Trainer's off-stage game is as far as recovery goes, but I think this gives a lot more tools to engage with Dink. Also, we're definitely seeing the classic strategy of just shifting tempo. Dink is forced to adapt to this new opponent and may be familiar with the matchup, but might still have old habits from the previous match.
That's true, that is true. Dev Phoenix does have the knowledge advantage, but it does not matter to the force of nature that is Dink, because once again he is taking a stock from Dev Phoenix. Dev Phoenix needs to stretch more, I think.
Fortunately, I think similar to Grey Ninja's up B, the hula hoop recovery doesn't do much damage either, so you need to use that with care.
Oh, big damage is coming from Dev Phoenix now. Will Dev Phoenix take a stock here at 144%? And he does! Very well played, Dev Phoenix.
Praise the sun.
Praise the sun indeed. Shout out to Nintendo for making basically a faceless avatar into a Smash character. Very well
and
played.
The stage spike. Excellent.
Stage
well
spike.
done.
Very well played.
No, sorry, my bad. Wrong terminology. Meteor Smash.
Meteor Smash. There we go. Oh, but he got clapped literally by Dink right now. 1-1 again, basically resetting here. 61%.
That's okay, because all Dev needs to do is take a deep breath and he's back on his feet.
That is true. That is true.
Covering his options both with the volleyball and the small sun salutation.
I feel like this match is a bit more faster paced than with the Greninja matches.
Dev has a lot more options to engage while in the air and recovering, which allows to keep the pressure constantly on, as opposed to dancing around shields and whatnot. Dink is forced to play as if he's against a zoning character, because while Dev can maintain that threat range, he can be perfectly at home just with zoning. While still, and there we have it.
Big smash coming in from Donkey Kong and Dink 2. This is Dinky Kong right now, ladies and gentlemen. Dinky Kong coming in hot, heading on to grand finals. Well, very well played, Dev Phoenix. Good show, sir. Good show. Very good pivot on the Wii Fit Trainer. But unfortunately, it was not enough to defeat the unstoppable force that is Dinky Kong at this time. But very, very well played. So with that being said, before we head on to our final match, I would like to invite... Oh, thank you, by the way, for that clip, Melissums. Dink and... hold on. Dink and Grub, I would like to invite you guys onto the caster stage at this time. Just give me one moment. I will give you caster privileges for the time being. And I would like to hear from both of you. Just give me one moment, please.
Good game, Dink. Well played. You definitely deserve the W there, friend. Well done. Please come join us on the caster steps.
Welcome back, Phoenix. Very good showing, by the way. Very strong showing. But right now I am at I am trying to give both Grub and Dink caster privileges so they could please come into the caster voice chat, guys. Welcome Dink 2 and Grub. How are you guys?
Hey, France.
Good.
Good game, Dink.
Great.
Welcome to the grand final stage of the Smash 2. How do you feel disrespecting our boy Dev Phoenix here, Dink?
Hey, it just
Mr.
happened. That's all I can say.
It was my fault for getting shield broke. You know, I accept full responsibility for Dink's actions.
Grub.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
Hmm.
Sorry, go on. What were you saying, Dink?
I was gonna ask Grub something if he doesn't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
For the first round of finals, would you like to do a gentleman's random?
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm real bad at random. Okay,
I mean-
so I've already put 3,000 points on myself.
I mean, it's only round 1.
It's only round 1. Well, no. So here's the thing: if you win, though, you can't switch off of it.
Correct.
Oh, I don't know about that. I kind of need to be still a
Oh.
bit.
Okay, wait.
We are
Let's
having
ask.
side bets, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's ask.
Oh, no.
If we do randoms, can we do next round change characters?
I would have
this is
to.
grand finals. We have a standard to uphold.
We have a society, and this society has rules.
And,
if you win with random, you stay on random.
And here's the thing: Loose Cannon Cop coming in hot with the Sage Wisdom. You can't peer pressure this man into a gentleman's, because if you do not, then it stops being a gentleman's bet. Then this is more of a manhandle. Yes, coming from young.
Shout out Loose Cannon Cop. He's got my back. Someone loves
All
me.
right. All right. It's
so-
just a little friendly bet. Alright.
So while
Oh, we
while
can't
that
use
is would
word.
be a
We can't use
spicy
that
one.
word.
Oh no.
There are no bets happening here.
However, I'm gonna switch.
All right, so gentlemen, final words before we head you guys off into battle. What do you have to say versus
Good
your
luck, have
opponent?
fun.
Good luck, have fun, Dink.
Grub, Dink, I believe in both of you. You guys are great friends, and I know you guys are all competitors. Best of luck in this game.
Thank you.
And we will update the bracket right now while Dink is. Wait, hold on. Are they in? Because I'm looking at chat. There we go. Okay. We are going to update the bracket.
And just as an FYI, you may want to deafen just in case. I don't know if you want to be hearing our lovely voice. Totally up to you.
I'll just
You're
move them
right.
out of the
I will.
room. Move you guys out of the room, guys. Sorry.
Wise decision. Wise decision.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived. Your patience has been rewarded with an amazing grand final set. Grub, the King DDD man himself, the cream to the creme to the creme to the creme of the King DDD. His royalty is coming to us from Winterside Bracket. And Dink, you know him, you love him. The Donkey Kong main from downtown, down under. He is here and ready to show his worth tonight. Let's get some hype up in the chat for these two great competitors. Limit, Helga, what are your thoughts?
I am very excited for this battle. They have shown tremendous performance throughout the brackets, throughout the games. I have no favorites. I hope all the best for them in this best of 5.
It's really hard for me to remain impartial. Like you said, I'm a big fan of King DDD. That being said, I love heavies in general. The bigger the better. And Donkey Kong and King DDD are just great people to see on the stage. I'm going to be excited no matter what.
Grub says, let me tell you right now, I got a favorite for sure. Ooh!
Spice!
Oh my goodness, Pyramithra. It's an interesting choice here, but I approve. Dink is not known for their Pyramithra, but you know what? He is known to have the unorthodox picks, and this might be what it takes to get himself a round set.
Yeah, I am struggling to think of how DDD will overcome just the annoying zoning capability that Pyra and Mithra offer.
Well, I am definitely over here ready to take notes. Dink, has become my pseudo training partner before this, and so he knew all my flaws. Losers finals, but now he needs to learn the matchup between Grub Grub and himself.
This is true.
No small order.
Caught in the classic up A into up A, racking up the damage with DDD's hammer. Mithra is still a light target and out of there.
Goodness gracious, Grub Grub. In the same way that I had a family, Dink has a family, and he says, I can respond, not to a friend. See ya later.
You know, we might be seeing Pyra and Mithra as a result of the Gentleman's Random.
Ooh, that is true. People have been clamoring for the $6 waifu after all.
And they,
That's right.
yeah, they saw it.
We have not seen Piranha Plant. I don't know what you're talking about, Limit.
Piranha Plant is not here. By the way, guys, I need to apologize to these two participants, these two amazing competitors, because remember when I said I was gonna kick them off voice chat? I accidentally kicked them off the server.
I thought they disappeared.
That was I genuinely apologize. Classic Limit bungle there. As you guys know, I am a big goof. But I did send them personal invites yet again. I love you guys. I want you guys here. I apologize, but keeping on with this grand finals battle between Grub Grub and Dink 2. Helga, who do you think has the advantage here?
Well, DDD's definitely playing it safe, navigating all that Pyra and Mithra have to offer. The Pyra pick seems to be a bit more of a gimmick, so I'm not really putting a lot of analysis into this round, and I'm looking more towards rounds 2 and 3.
You think the tried and true tested Grub Grub he wants to win. He's hungry for the win here. How about you, Dev Phoenix? What do you think of this particular match?
So Grub Grub, of course, coming from winners finals, he doesn't want a bracket reset. He's ready to go juicy W and not have to worry about resetting bracket, but he will have to worry about an up smash. Goodness gracious, Dink is no stranger to a dominant performance. It's just a matter of how does a Grub Grub respond. 94% is a not too far off the mark for a kill percentage for Pyra and Mithra here. So, oh goodness gracious, an up tilt almost taking it.
DDD's tilts are the best. Favorite
All of
being
them are.
Friday.
Woo! Down smash, good game. Grub Grub takes the first one of the grand finals of Smash 2.
Very well played, Grub Grub. Let's see if Dink will change characters here, or will he stick to his guns with the $6 waifu?
So,
Yeah, I
was
called
practicing.
it. Chat, Dink says, that was my first game as Pyra and Mithra.
Oof, he wanted to give chat something to look out for, but I think this is now for keeps. Dink will be selecting a character of his with mastery of his, and once again, guys, I'm so sorry for kicking off the server. It wasn't intentional. I'm an idiot and a half. I'm just genuinely sorry. I sent you guys both personal apologies and invites. But here we go in match number 2 between Grub Grub and Dink in the grand finals.
We have to remember here that these players have faced off before in winner side bracket, so this is just a repeat. And I think that Dink is making the correct adjustment here. He knows that his Donkey Kong wasn't up to snuff, so he actually chooses Young Link for this coming matchup. Big transition here.
Young Link with a U. Dink 2 having a massive roster here. Young Link. Let's go.
Big switch up, big zoner, on a little package.
Tons of projectiles. We're just going to have to see how Grub Grub responds to this. Typically, whenever I play a heavy zoner like this against the Grub Grub, I'll notice that he uses Inhale a lot. And there we go. We already see the beginnings of what could be the number of an incredible number of inhales this game. If you're looking for great tech there. If you're looking for a fun drinking game, take a sip of water every single time Grub Grub reflects a projectile with Inhale.
Ooh.
That'll make for a fun one. Currently at 2 sips, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Grub Grub is absolutely listening. He is trying to get us all nice and hydrated. I can appreciate it. Hydrate
everybody.
I can drink to that.
Oh, he wants it. He's memeing. Don't encourage him, because he'll do it. The Grub, the mad lad himself out here.
What a mad lad.
Oh my goodness. So, young Link, you know, he's like a fairly middleweight sort of package character here. So he just barely lives that up tilt, and
Good
it's
spot dodge. Or is that a perfect shield?
I think that was it. That was definitely a spot dodge to avoid the damage there from poor Grub. Oh, that's another one. 4. Take a sip. Oh, come on. What's the play here? Up smash. Not going to kill King DDD. A very heavy boy. 6. I've already lost count. I believe that was 5. Excuse me.
I think we are overly hydrated at this point with the amount that DDD is reflecting here.
So, Dev, what is Dink's win condition?
Okay, Dink's win condition. Let's check this out. So, the Grub obviously wants to counter his projectile spam with inhale, reflecting it back with a projectiles of his own. You know, has Gordos, but Dink, you know, he has projectiles that he can use in a defensive manner. It doesn't necessarily need to be all offense. You saw just then how disaster. Boomerang can actually reflect Gordo, and that's a super safe way of staying out of King DDD's range. So if you notice that Grub is using a lot of Gordos, just reflect that back with projectiles of your own, you know?
Yes, it's very risky, but high reward when it works. My favorite is getting into Gordo tennis when you're far enough away where you can rack it back and forth.
Oh, absolutely. I have a 1,000 points in Wii Sports Resort just from training. This match really teaches you a lot about that.
For the cheeky inhale to bring below stage.
I've been to tournaments where Grub has done that to seal away stocks and to kick people out of tournaments. He does not care. No rest for the wicked. If you fall into that inhale, be prepared to mash out.
I also really love the use of DDD's down tilt just for the full coverage.
Whew. Big damage coming in from Grub, now taking two stocks from Dink. Dink is in a precarious one-stock situation here. Do you think the memes cost Dink the grand finals?
I don't think so. You know, I respect Dink as a competitor. I think that he absolutely has the capabilities. Oh, this is a stalemate, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Yep, DDD can hold that indefinitely, but Young Link I don't think can.
Ooh, big damage is coming from Young Link here. Now we're one stock each.
Ooh. What a tricky interaction. So the bomb actually saved him from the down smash because it hit King DDD, put him into lag. Oh! He's waiting for it. He wants that jet hammer. Huge spicy plays, gets knocked out. Dink. Out here living.
The greed.
You know, if you're playing King DDD, you have to be a memer on some level, because you know that King DDD, on top of having the best crouch in the game, has some crazy tools at his disposal. Ooh, good parry. But this game is getting pretty close, you know. Limit, you had mentioned, like, was the Pyramithra a bad play? Who knows? Dink might just be trying to get into Grub's head here.
Into the mind games. That is indeed 50% of the battle.
Oh, you've learned well, friend.
Ooh.
Oh! Huge play there. Great spacing by Grub.
Big damages coming from Grub, securing match number 2. Grub is at match point, guys. Match point. One more win, and he is your Smash 2 Grand Finals winner. Dink has to change the pace here somehow.
This right here is for all the marbles.
All
Dink needs
the
to,
marbles. All of them.
Change up his strat. Boy, oh boy. So,
Well,
Helga, what do you think Dink is going to do here? Do you think it's a character swap?
Honestly, of the characters I've seen, we did see that he lost on Donkey Kong to Grub's King DDD, but it was somewhat close. And we did see Young Link lose again to Grub's King DDD, but it was somewhat close. I don't really know just how deep Dink's roster is. We could see a character swap because we have not seen a solid one-sided matchup yet from Dink. And if he does want to win, he needs to smooth out the dinks in his game plan.
Got him.
So those are my thoughts.
Oh man, oh man. So Dink thinking long and hard about this decision. You know, a lot rides on this to reverse sweep to get to a bracket reset. So he has to have a lot of faith in this fighter that he's chosen here. Back to Donkey Kong.
Oh, we are here now. The Clash of the Giants. DDD versus the Kong. Dinky Kong. King Grub 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 versus the Dinky Kong. In your grand finals for the Smash. Let's friggy frackin' go.
Already starting off with a explosive beginning out here. Grub Grub, you know the win condition for King DDD is just to oppress your opponent with tons of hitboxes, keep them at ledge as long as possible, and put out the tons of damage that you're used to. So, excellent use of up air there to just continue the string, keep Dink at disadvantage, but he grabs him from below. He says, "You're not locked in. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me."
Ooh. Helga, between this matchup, who has advantage? Being the proponent DDD player.
Not just going off of history in the earlier matches in this tournament, but what I am noting is that DDD has projectiles in his arsenal, and between you and me, the hammer does reach further than Donkey Kong's fist. I have to say, like, it's going to be going to DK. Plus, DDD. And DDD's up air is just so safe with heavy damage. It's tough. It really is tough, and they both have very fast grab speeds.
The hammer is mightier than the fist, is what you're saying, but he has banana power.
And yet, I have not seen him go bananas.
Unfortunate. He needs to tap into that crystal coconut and grab as many bananas as he can, because if he does not, then Grub Grub will be your Death Smash 2 champion. Big smash coming in hot.
Almost taking a stock there with that up B onto stage. Very tricky mix-up option that King DDD has. Really big situation here. Dink really needs to pull back and get back onto stage as quickly as possible. But that's going to be an SE!
Oh, that's a kill. That's a kill. Grub Grub, 3 stocks. Dink in a very precarious 1.
Oh, okay. I like that play. Not going to take it, but, you know, not going to be in a terrible situation from... Oh, goodness gracious.
He got planted.
Again with the full complete up B.
And the parry. Oh, goodness gracious. So it's really coming down to the wire here. Dink is trying his best to get in, but Grub Grub has a lot of answers.
Coming and jumping.
There we go.
Taking a stock. Very well played, Dink. Grub Grub is down to 2. Just needs to do that 2 more times.
Yep, there you go. And that 47% bread and butter combo that Dink just pulled up there is absolutely true on the entire roster at 0%. So great way to get back into this game here. But is it going to be enough? Grub Grub is looking for a spike to end the game. And Dink, not making it.
So close, so close.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's
Grub
right,
Grub. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go, Phoenix, go.
Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, the Grub Grub is your Smash 2 champion. Everyone, give it up for Grub Grub.
Oh, and the gift subs coming in from Grub Grub. Not only is a champion, he's a very generous man. Thank you so much for gifting to the community. But ladies and gentlemen, the Smash 2 champion is indeed Grub Grub with King DDD. Everybody give it up for your champion. Some ultra violence in the chat if you have it.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I would like to invite onto the stage Grub Grub and Dink 2. Please accept the invite again for joining the server. There we go. We have, they're back. They're back. We're gonna give them caster privileges. I promise I will not make the same mistake of kicking you out of the server. Those are errors we are learning here. I apologize. Just give me 1 hot second here. I need to give you the caster role, and then you as well. I will give you the caster role. There we go. Grub Grub and Dink 2. Is he in? Dink, come in, please. There we go. Let's hear from Dink 2 first. Dink 2, congratulations for securing 2nd place. How was your matches with Grub Grub?
Alright, first I want to say good game, Grub Hub.
Wonderful.
They called me Grub Hub. No.
My bad. My bad.
Someone called me Grub Rub. Someone called me Grub Hub. It's all the same.
And so for second place, I'm actually pretty proud. DDD is one of my worst matchups. I'll be honest, because I just don't know what to do against it. But I think I did well. And yeah, that's all I have to say, at least for now.
But very well played, very strong showing. Dink too. Thank you for having us. Thank you for participating in this tournament.
No problem. It was
and
fun.
we hope to see you on the next one. Dethrone Grub. But coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen, Grub, you're the Smash 2 champion. Grub, please, a few words.
Yeah, we did it. We scored the points.
He scored.
So I don't know what to
Tell us a little bit about your tournament experience.
Well, my tournament experience, I was upset. I missed a single wager, and I missed it on Dev Phoenix versus Dink. Because I was thinking Dev had it, but like I guess apparently Terry's not a good matchup for that. But otherwise, it was a good tourney all around. There was a lot of matches that were just good and very even, and that's exactly what you want to see because those are always the most fun to watch, right? But yeah, Dev Phoenix did really good today. Dink did great. It was a good time. I had a blast. So
wonderful. I will invite you guys once again into the next one. So hopefully you guys can come on and slam once more here at the Smash. Any parting words for the folks who supported you and cheered you on throughout this tournament, guys?
So I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
For the people who wanted the $6 waifu, you're welcome. I did it for that. I literally just did it for that. I know people wanted it, so I just gave it out.
Very much appreciate it.
Thank you for the people who rooted for me, and I'll definitely be back for the next one.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could just follow my lead here, ! Salute for our boy Dink2. Please type in chat, ! Salute. Honor this man. He deserves it. What a guy, serving the community with his offering of a $6 waifu for the community. Thank you very much, Dink2, for your service and for servicing the fans like that. Not in that way. I have better words, but
you know what we mean. You know what we mean.
Well, thank you very much, Dink2. Champ, what do you have to say to the people who supported you throughout this tournament?
Don't support me. I'm the bad guy.
Like I'm telling you, man, the lore goes deep. Grub is the villain of our timeline right now.
Goes deep, ladies and gentlemen. He is the champion right now. The Overlord has won. The Demon King has stormed.
Evil guy.
The Demon King's castle cannot be stormed. Ladies and gentlemen, I extend out an invitation to everybody watching here. Dethrone Grub. Be the new hero of this next legacy. But as always, Grub, Dink, thank you so much for putting on a wonderful show for everybody watching. I genuinely appreciate it. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And I apologize for the blunder yet again earlier. For everybody, right. Top 3, I will reach out shortly for your prizes. Everybody in chat, I will probably transition over here now. But before I head out into the night, I will be extremely remiss if I do not once again give a shout out to the wonderful support of Melissums in chat. Ladies and gentlemen, the lady who has been running your predictions all night long, not missing a single beat. Please give it up for my very good friend Melissums. Please do watch her streams. Amazing content creator, a wonderful friend. If you want to have a good time, watch Melissums. And yet again, this would not be possible if it wasn't for our good friend here, Dev Phoenix, amazing competitor, an amazing commentator, and an even better content creator. Please, if you want to have a good time, if you guys, I am genuine fans of these people. Real talk. If I am ever not streaming and these guys are online, you will find me in their chat rooms. If I am not working, you will find me there because I am genuinely entertained by these people. If you guys want to have a wonderful time, please support my good friends Melissums and Dev Phoenix. And once again, if my very good friend Helga Smash returns to streaming, I bet your bottom dollar I will be there with bells on. I will be there with bells on. No pressure though, Helga Smash. I know you want to present wonderful content, so no pressure when you want to stream. But if you do, I will be there. I'll come running.
I'll expect it.
I'll come running and I'll be there. But that is it for me, guys. Do you guys have anything to say to the wonderful people who support us throughout this tournament? Melissa, hop on chat real quick, please.
I'll toss my hat in the ring here and say thank you for hosting. Grub Dink, congratulations. You guys are competitors. You deserve your W's today. And I'm looking forward to the Smash 3.
Smash 3, yeah. Go on.
I guess I'll say something. I'll definitely be playing the $6 waifu next tournament.
Ooh.
That's my 100% promise to you guys. I will learn them, and I'll definitely play them just for fans.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes.
We need more waifu.
We need the
Thank you.
waifu.
No
Melissa,
problem.
welcome.
Hello.
Hello. What do you want to say to all the people that support us throughout this tournament?
I just want to say, like, thank you to you commentators. It's a long, hard job, and so, like, the work that y'all do is great. Thanks to all the competitors. This was such a fun tourney to just watch. And then also, thanks for everyone in the chat for cheering people on. Thanks to the lurkers, always. Every stream is successful thanks to lurkers, so thanks to y'all. And that's it. I had a ton of fun today, so thanks.
Helga Smash, anything to say to our wonderful people watching us today?
Yeah, just a lot of echoing thoughts. Limit, again, thank you so much for this opportunity. It's been great just commentating with Dev and also with Melissa running everything in the background. And also Grub and Dink, awesome. I really love watching you two. I can't play anywhere close to the level that you're playing at, and it's always amazing to see that level of competition just like right in front of me. So again, thank you.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for participating in Smash number 2. This is as much your tournament as it is mine, and again, nothing will be accomplished if it weren't for the wonderful and amazing support that you guys give here. So that is it for me for tonight. We will be going into a rest period in this next week. Another Guilty Gear tournament 2 weeks from now, and another Smash tournament 2 weeks from now. Good games all around this weekend. Wonderful games from everybody involved. Loose Cannon Cop, Melissums, Dev Phoenix, Helga Smash. We have Frizz coming in hot with the commentaries as well. Everybody who supported this effort, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I do not have the words to express the gratitude that I feel for you guys. Thank you so much. I cannot do this without you. We'll see you guys next week, September 4th and 5th. That will be the next Guilty Gear tourney and the next Smash tourney. The Dust 4, a new Dust, and the Smash 3. But that is it from me. That is it from Yo Boy Limit. Let's go say hi to a friend. Very funny fella. We'll send you off into the night with our good friend Vendetta here. I just need to find their name. But thank you so much again for watching. I appreciate you guys. And once again, if you guys like what we do here, more than anything else, please support the folks that are commentating, helping us host, because it means so much. It means so much to me because they don't have to be here. They chose to be here, and they want to be here to support not only me but you guys, and to have a wonderful tournament experience. But once again, that is it from me. We're heading out to another break period, and hopefully you guys will come again to Slam. Thank you so much.